Hello, we did it. We're back. Yay! We finally made it back for another week of D&D fun with the Fireside Tales and that Indigo guy. That's the guy in the box. Glad to be back. Definitely had a good holiday. Hope all of you guys had a great holiday, and anyone watching had a great holiday as well. Uh, Definitely good to be past the shortest night of the year and start heading towards warmer days. It's kind of like when the season passes and all the fun stuff happens, and it's like, okay, summer. Let's just do that now. But for sure. Anyway, definitely good to be playing D&D again. As you can see, most of our team is here. Brasnic is still out on his adventure with his grandfather, which is actually pretty awesome. They're road tripping around and seeing what they can do and adventuring together, which, you know, if I had a grandfather still, I'd love to go road trip with him. That'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, that being said, last time we played, we definitely had some interesting events happen. I see Gok lighting up as soon as I say that. What happened last time we played, Gok?
Well, I remember Orange Jesus uh, really favoring someone very in particular, but I'm not going to say names. I became 20. Yeah, I became 20 years wiser, and everybody got pretty wrecked, and maybe have tendinitis from all the screaming zombies. I don't know, or whatever. But I mean, we got out of it okay. You know, it's kind of like putting a band-aid on a amputated arm kind of situation. But
I
it
don't,
was great.
I don't know how you're gonna put a band-aid on all those new wrinkles you have. Because Gok Sour Gut aged 20 years after witnessing the frightening visage of this ghost in its full horror. And instantly got the gray hair and the sagging skin and the arthritic knuckles. It's not fun for anybody. And that was definitely something that is going to be very interesting as we progress. He does have a 24-hour window to try and get the situation fixed, but that's honestly not very long of a window. So that's going to make taking a long rest very crucial and very interesting as well. Is it worth spending that 8 hours? So, as we proceed, we'll definitely look into that. These guys definitely did fight some zombies. They fought a few skeletons as well. Kind of a pitched battle on all fronts. They were able to kind of drive the ghost away. That had this effect on Gok, and they don't really know what happened to the ghost. But there were some other signs that were found around the dungeon by one of the party members who, as yet, seems to be undiscovered and is kind of silently watching and waiting to see what happens. So, that being said, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen next, so let's go ahead and jump right on over. We'll get these players over to the Foundry. And we can join them as well. So, you guys will find most of yourselves kind of in this area. Obviously, Amara, you are going to be a bit to the west there.
Yeah, I believe I have 59 minutes of invisibility left.
Yeah.
Oh ho! I see a certain commoner has received a unique token.
There was an upgrade. And you guys, now that the battle has kind of finished, looking back over down the hall, kind of making an assessment, you know, looking around for your party members who you guys have been traveling with for a while now, and you guys have, you know, started, you know, developing some bonds between you. And of course, looking to make sure everybody is safe. You do kind of take a double look at Jaredal, and you notice that she's actually wearing what looks to be the same robe or the cloak that she had on before. Is kind of a darker green color. But you notice underneath it that she has on that very fine chain, the masterwork chain shirt that you guys had found in the previous dungeon. And you notice that she also has on, some leathers that she had put on, and has a sword at her hip now. And it definitely looks like she has upgraded, as it were. And she is standing there holding the bow that she had been using in the battle, and just kind of silently looking at you guys.
How long was I knocked out?
Few seconds.
Yeah, it was kind of
Okay.
short, man. It's fine.
You're still a raisin.
You're still an ungrateful dick. Okay.
It definitely is smoking this hallway. These fires are still burning. They're burning the zombies that had kind of amassed there. And it's definitely creating a bit of smoke in this area.
Alright, back away a bit.
Just feels like a forge to me.
Okay.
Well done in the last fight there, Jared. Looked like you've armed yourself a little bit better.
Well, I grew up with my sister, of course, and our older brother. And, well, my dad was a merchant, and, well, we had one of the busiest stores in our town, in our village. And so he really didn't have a lot of time for, his daughters, I suppose. But our brother would definitely take us out, and he taught us some things. Taught me to use a bow and a sword a little bit. And, well, been through so much here, and I feel like it's time for me to help in any way that I can.
It's a brave decision. Just be smart.
She just kind of nods.
After all that, I think it's best if we found some place to rest for a moment.
You think we could rest where there's still a ghost wandering about?
I don't think we have a choice.
Okay. You see Jared will just kind of walk out to the end of the hallway here. She starts looking around to the right, looks around to the left, and she's like right next to you, Mara, and she looks right at you, past you, unseeing. And then she turns
Looks
back.
like anyone is going to move. I'll move out of the way, like move into like where I'm standing. I'll move out of the way as quietly as possible.
Okay. And she turns, and then she looks back to this door here. Says, "Well, whatever we defeated in there is gone now. Perhaps we could rest in here."
I mean, we could, but I have a feeling, based on what we saw at the other rooms, that was... I'm forgetting his name at the moment, that ghost's
Arundel.
room.
And this
Arundel,
is
thank
the room. I forgot to show this to you guys in the moment. This is the room where you guys did fight the rug of smothering.
Oh yeah, the gigantic rug of smothering that targeted me.
Well, there was a dwarf in the room and an orc. And it definitely went for the orc.
Well, that rug was very racist.
I mean, it was magically spelled to be that way, so.
Yeah, you gotta remember the orcs
Program.
raided this place.
It was definitely cursed to defend the keep, or defend this castle. I'm not even really sure. It's a forge and a castle at the same time, all underground, so it's a fortress. Anyway, this part of it's definitely haunted, and you guys have been meeting some of the inhabitants here. So, all right. Jaw does turn towards Gok and kind of looks at you for a moment. He's like,
Yeah.
what's going on? I'm sorry, boss. I just don't even know what to say to you right now. This is just wicked uncool.
What are you talking about right now?
Have you seen your face? You look like an avocado had sex with an older and an uglier avocado, and then they had children.
Did you just break the fourth wall, you little shit? I'm gonna strangle John.
He's like,
Hear me?
just look. I'm sorry about that, boss. You're just really wrinkly right now. You're like,
I mean, I'm our Ratul woke up and told me I look like a raisin. I probably look like a California.
I mean, he's not like wrong about that or anything, boss.
Maybe we can reverse it. I don't know.
You said it was that ghost that did it to you?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw one look at that thing, and he was doing that wow word, whatever the thing he was doing, and I can't lie, boss. I had to run out of there.
I can't. Aging 20 years messes up my plans.
I mean, I'm like 7,962 years old, so I don't know if it really would have bothered me all that much, like some 20 years or something, but.
I only live to be 60. I have 8 years.
Yeah. I mean, it is one of those benefits of being a demons and stuff. I mean, I've had a lot of masters.
Hey, could you stop rubbing your youth in my face and figure out how I can get back to my handsome self?
Yeah, boss. I'll get right on that.
Handsome was a stretch 20 years ago, Gok.
Shut up! I definitely look better than this!
You're not wrong about that, but it's just less wrinkly.
Let's stop arguing semantics and figure out how to reverse this. I'm gonna move my arm.
I agree.
Lacking in atmosphere.
I agree with Jaredell. We already cleared out a room. I highly doubt he's gonna come back for seconds without an army behind him. I say we take this time to rest and recover.
Also,
Yeah, I definitely say we can give it a shot, but that's the thing about the mad. They don't always act practical.
This is
We can
interesting.
try.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say Gok remembers something from his dementia. Nice. Oh, wait a minute! Guys, I forgot to tell you something before this all started. About what I saw with Jack! I'm sorry to tell you this, Grybek, but I'm pretty sure they killed your sister. Like immediately after we left the room.
You mean my friend?
Yes. Sorry, your friend. It's just, everything's really hazy. I don't know. Is it normal if everything tastes like kumquats?
He kind of stops and looks at you for a second. He's like, looks back at Grybek, and he's like, yeah, I mean, I was out there too, and yeah, I mean, they were talking about like this daggers that they made this daggers out of that heart of iron, and then
What?
yeah, man, and she like raised it up in the air and she called it like Heartseeker or something, and I mean yeah, man, she stabbed your friend like right in the chest, and like all this crazy energy just came blasting out of it, and like all of a sudden it like just started sizzling, and like she was like quenching the hot metals in her and stuff, and oh man, I think it like ate her soul or something.
The heart of iron. The seed to the tree is here.
Yeah, that thing we got from that last place, when I helped you down there too.
So the door that we came in through, that was shut behind us,
Uh-huh.
would Grybek know yes or no if he could blast that door down with his hand?
Well, I mean, that's what your hammer does.
'Cause I couldn't think of a reason why he wouldn't just head to that door and smash it in.
Grybek, wait. We're not in any condition to fight them right now.
I will
Go ahead.
I will concede that. Get your rest and let's go.
You're not gonna go in there like Rambo while we're falling asleep, are you?
I mean,
Actually,
I
what
don't.
even is that? I'm talking.
I don't
not-
know Rambo or
No, I mean-
California. Gok has been some amazing places.
Yeah, Gok, like, what are you talking about, man? Does this have anything to do with that weird trip you told us you had?
I think it might be his dementia.
I don't know if we're ready to like go out there and just fight them and stuff. So I mean, them Duragars is tough, and she's, oh man, have you ever seen a succubus before? Like, they pretty nasty.
Wait. What did you say?
Well, she's a demon. She's like a succubus lady. You didn't know? You couldn't like tell?
A demon. Here. Other than you.
That was a demon? I thought that was just like a pixie with really big horns on her.
No,
She
boss.
was human when we met her.
Yeah, like they can shapeshift and stuff, you know, like this. And you see him like, bloop, and he all of a sudden he turns into like this centipede, and he like drops to the ground, starts scuttling around, and then he bloop, turns back into his demon form.
When he turned into a centipede, I pretended like I was gonna step on him and stopped right before I did it, just to scare him.
He bites you. No, I was kidding. He turns back into his demon form and just kind of glares up at you a little bit.
Jesus.
We both know I could have if I wanted to, but I didn't.
Well, he was a pretty big centipede.
Let's.
So you're all gonna notice Grybek has a very angry face, but he also has this look on him where he's like, he's not sure if Jot or Gok is like the best form of information. So he's also doubting what they saw, but he is very angry, and he's just gonna be cursing under his breath the whole time you guys sleep.
I mean, I feel like maybe there's something around here that can like help us with them or something, because I feel like it'd be just a really bad. I mean, I know you're gonna have to sleep an awfully long time to be able to like take on what's out there right now.
I don't think we have the time for anything longer than a short rest before that ghost comes back.
Then let's rest. The more we talk, the more time that he has to come back.
As I went ahead into the carpet room.
Okay. What's
Oh, I've
Mara?
got a bad feeling about this.
What's Mara doing?
I'll let them finish up.
Okay. There it goes. Okay.
You were saying something? Yin Yang?
Oh, I was just saying, I was walking behind Ratul, pretty much just saying a lot. I've got a bad feeling about this. Wait, this isn't the rug room, is it?
It is.
Oh, the floor looks different.
Yeah, the token's gone.
There's no carpet now.
Ah,
That was the carpet. You see Gerald will kind of stop, and she turns around and looks again, and Mara, you can see that she has this like really concerned look on her face, like she just got like this itch that something's not right, you know, and she just kind of looking around, and then just kind of narrows her eyes a little bit, and then turns around again and walks over to the door and steps inside. As she steps in, she kind of looks around, looks over at Grybek, says, something's not right. I feel like we're
As I see Gok starting to move, and as he tries to enter the room, I'm going to pull my knife out and like bring it to his throat and like grab a hold of him.
Okay.
What?
All right,
is
go
this?
ahead. I'm gonna. Well, I don't know if you even need to roll for this. I would say that since you're invisible and he's totally not expecting it at all, you could definitely get a knife out and get it to his throat from behind him. So you're gonna kind of step. Are you stepping to here?
Yeah, wherever I can easily do it, and I'm going to whisper, "Be very quiet."
I can't hear you. What did you say?
Okay.
What?
So this happens right as Gerald's stepping inside, and she looks over at Grybek and she says, "I have this strangest feeling, like I'm being watched." And then all of a sudden, Mara steps out and grabs Gok. So the
I don't use breaks invisibility though, because I'm not attacking anything or casting a spell.
Isn't grappling an attack though?
It is considered an alternate form for attack.
yeah, if you're trying to restrain him, then it would go
Restrain him.
into
I'm
that
just putting a
attack.
knife to his throat.
If you're doing it in a way that's not restraining him, then yeah, if you're just like putting your knife there and then talking, then I would definitely allow that.
That's what I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna try and like hold him. I was gonna pull behind him and have the knife to his throat and say, "Be very quiet."
Okay, so Gok, you just hear this voice softly, and you kind of hear the sound of a blade being drawn, and you kind of feel like the presence of something near your neck, but you don't actually feel anything touching you.
I don't know if it's the dementia or if I'm going insane, but I don't know what. Oh,
Slowly walk 10 feet to your right.
okay, voice inside my head. I'm gonna walk 10 feet to the right.
So this, I feel like this door would still be open,
I feel like
because Gerald just walked through it.
Yeah, I would definitely think it would still be open.
so 10.
So are we just gonna see the armor start walking away then?
So
That's not to your right.
she was talking about this
Oh,
way.
wait.
Yeah,
Your other
There we
right.
go.
The
Yeah.
other right.
you'd be right here.
How loud are you talking, Gok? Talking about this strange voice in your head.
I feel like at normal volume, because there's no way. I mean, he's old. He's going crazy, kind of. I mean, he's tasting kumquats in the air. That's normal.
Okay.
No.
I feel like both Jaredol and Jot would be close enough to hear that. And after saying that to Grybek, she kind of stops, and hearing Gok saying that saying okay voice in my head, she kind of stops and she's like, voice in his head? Has he talked about voices in his head before? And then out in the hallway, John's like, where you going, boss?
I was told to go over here by the voice in my head. Just go 10 feet over here. Don't
Are you getting
people
like some
hear stuff
dementias
inside
and
their
stuff?
heads, John? I don't know.
I mean, I know you're getting older and stuff, but wow, that's really like onset really fast.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Really bad, actually. Oh, God.
Okay. So what are you gonna do with this goblin?
I'm gonna say, I don't have a huge amount of time, but we must talk.
He's never mentioned voices in his head before that I can recall. What about the other two of you? I know he's been talking about this weird lady he serves.
This is the first I've heard of him speaking to a voice.
Do you think she's inside his head like she was inside mine?
I don't know. I don't think I'm strong enough to try to subdue him at this very moment.
Did Mara ever tell us before everything went down about the weird interaction she had inside Gok's?
No.
Okay.
Gok, I need to make this very.
Wait a minute. Are you Billy? I'm not giving child support. the last time, okay?
There's no time for
Not your
jokes.
father. What is-
You cannot be caught by the succubus.
Okay. Don't,
She will use you to
No.
create devastation throughout all the land that you or anyone is prepared for. You cannot be caught.
Go ahead and roll a insight check.
I would probably say it's. I think there's a voice inside my head telling me. The 14.
You've been traveling with Mara long enough to recognize her voice.
Wait a minute, Mara? Is that you?
Be quiet.
Oh my god, I am going insane. I'm going to hear other people's voices inside my head. Jesus. Or God, Jesus. There we go.
The knife that Jot told you about, if it kills you, everything is over. The whole world as you know it is gone.
Didn't you want to,
You won't
like...
be able to amass an army. You won't be able to appease your patron. Everything is over.
Did you betray us like 5 minutes earlier? Why do you want to help me specifically? Or it's not for me, it's so you don't get your own plans screwed over.
You see that Jot had kind of
Yeah.
crawled down the wall in centipede form, and he kind of lifts his head up and he's like, "You gotta listen to her, boss.
What?
You
Wait.
gotta listen to hers." Like
Hear the voices inside my head too? Judge?
Balance of power. I'm whispering this into his ear. The balance of power cannot be upset right now. Everything is over if you die by the blade.
Okay. Sure. I'm not gonna die. I've got Tyrone. He's been a bro so far.
Did Yin Yang step outside?
I was waiting for you to finish whatever conversation you were having. I guess I was gonna say I'd asked Jaredil in chat if she wanted to go out and check on Gok with me, and then I was gonna step outside. Depending on how long y'all chat for, the GM can determine how long it took me to get to the door after asking that question. Waiting for a response from Jared.
Yeah. So like, while this conversation's going on, that kind of happened. She kind of nods to you, and like she intends to follow you.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like trying to do quiet, and I'm gonna be coming out not knowing he's talking about, being like, "Gok, you okay?"
I'm gonna quiet and try and move so that any like direct path to Gok would not be like, and I wouldn't interpede, so they wouldn't figure out anything like a physical thing.
I don't know.
Gok, what are you doing?
I'm hearing voices inside my head.
Voices.
I mean,
John,
when
can you
people
hear
get old and stuff, they just get that senility and stuff, and they just, especially goblins, they all whack at you anyway, right?
They usually die at 20 after having like 10 kids, and then they
Yeah.
just die.
He's like 3 goblins old.
Gok, I think after being old and getting beat on and fighting, you need to rest. You're a little out of it right now, buddy.
Okay. I'm best to be going crazy. I'm hearing Mara. I don't know why I would hear that inside my head. I thought it was about Billy. But
I'm sorry.
I'm not
What
paying
did you
that
just say?
stupid child support. What? Hey, what did you say? Sorry.
Who did you say you heard?
Well, I said I thought I heard about Billy, but... Oh, no, you meant about Mara. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like... voice was in my head. I don't know why I'd be thinking about Mara, though. It's kind of weird. She told me not to get captured by the succubi. She said she'll smash me.
The demon from the previous room.
Yeah.
She's a mage.
Yeah.
So she's either talking to you from a distance, or Have I seen Mara go invisible before? I cannot recall as a player.
No, he's never used invisibility before.
You have not. Everybody go ahead and roll perception. That's in that hallway. Actually, Jared had
Gonna
stepped up
roll with
with you.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's
You see her actually
My ring
look
is
up
over my eye.
extremely alertly, and she looks up and says, "Skeletons." And points this way. As you see the skeletons from earlier
Oh,
shambling,
guys.
making their way around the well.
Gerardo, cover me. Gok, help out.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, I saw some, or he says, we saw some runes and stuff. I mean, I saw some runes and stuff down there, and I think there might be something that maybe we could use to beat that witch lady, you know what I mean?
Did you also find something to get rid of this?
Do we have time for this with the skeletons coming up?
Yeah, they're still kind of shambling forward, but he definitely...
I mean, at this
Okay.
point, I'm down to roll initiative. I know they're coming, so I was going to dash at them and fight.
Okay, anyone that would like to, go ahead and grab your tokens and roll initiative.
Yeah, after.
So, do I have to
trying
initiate combat, or can I run up to them first? I don't know how clear you want to do that.
Just grab
Once
your
the moment she
token
alerted
and-
me to their presence.
Oh, they're heading that way, so I mean, they're going to be alerted soon enough.
Well, the moment she alerted them to me, I would have. That's why I said what I said, and I was going to go after them. So can I run to them, or do I need to stay put and roll initiative?
Stay put and roll initiative.
Okay.
Aim put.
yeah. 1 second.
Is Grybek going to set this one up?
He doesn't know what's going on out there.
Okay.
As far as Grybek knows, they just went out talking, looking for
Oh
Gok.
god, I just rolled initiative for the light.
The light has another initiative.
It's just 26. I mean 16. Sorry, my initiative is 16.
Oh.
Accidentally rolled it 3 times.
I have become one with the light.
You are the light. No. You are not the light. Oh, I'll give you that 11. Okay. Well, how about some skeletons?
Hopefully these aren't the same Rambo skeletons before that pegged Grybek so much.
I think you mean MLG Pro Gamer Skills, Marksman. Eh? No.
Game
Terrible.
skills.
Or, I don't know. I just assume Grybek doesn't want to come out because he doesn't want to be a bitch again. That was
Jaredell
Yeah.
kicks the door, kicks it back open. It kind of swung shut a little bit. She kind of kicks it back open. So, got incoming.
You want to sit this one out, Ratul?
I think I have a choice.
What's your dexterity, Gok?
my dexterity is 1. Well, yeah. Go. 1. Well,
Skeletons have a higher dexterity than you.
yeah.
Just letting you know.
Not
And higher than mine.
Okay.
That
So-
initiative roll is fitting for Grybek right now, who's actually just pissed off and doesn't want to do anything.
Okay. Let's see. This first one is going to shoot at Tyrone.
Come
They
on
still-
now, don't start this already.
That's my first roll of the night, fellas.
Wait, who was that?
This is my first roll of the night, fellas. I'm just saying.
RG gods, what did we do to piss you off?
Yeah, let's do this. All right. So Tyrone is going to take 5 points of piercing damage. If you want to go ahead and mark that for Tyrone.
No.
Gok, this one over here is going to take aim at you. Bang! Oh shit! Get wrecked! Oh! Oh my god, dude, that is
I think I
so
have half
sick.
my health. Actually.
Why is the Parsi rolls here? Why is the Parsi rolls here?
This one, next one up here is gonna shoot at Yin Yang.
I swear to God, if that's a third critical, I'm leaving.
Let's do this. A 17, does that hit, sir?
That does not hit.
Does not hit. Wow, look at you with your defense. All right. This last one over here is also gonna shoot at Tyrone because it's big and steely and standing right. Another 6 points of damage on the armor, and then you see these guys shuffling in. After, as they shuffle in, you see them pulling out swords. I believe they are short swords. Okay. Skeleton starting it off with a bang.
Wait, I can move past people, right? Huh?
You don't know I'm there.
Well, if I did, I'd probably do the disengage action and try to, like, go through.
Yeah, so he just run into you.
I use my reaction to move, or is that?
No, you'd have to press up against somebody to get out of the way enough.
I'm in the door frame though, right? Isn't he also small? Can't small creatures share space?
Yeah, but still, I mean, that would be, you would have to, it'd be like a dex check or something like that. I mean, that's such a small amount of space that that'd be very difficult.
I'll do a dex check to try and avoid, when he runs through the square, to try and avoid it.
I mean, I almost feel like you'd have to go through that doorway, but the door is shut. Well, let's say a dex check with the disadvantage. I feel like that would be difficult enough to
avoid. Well, where are you moving first before?
I was gonna move over where Jot is.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit further than that, like.
Okay.
Pretty good dex.
Let's see. How would I contest that? I suppose I should just give it a DC of it.
I figured that would just be a DC enough to avoid.
I know.
13 is definitely above average, though.
It is. Let me do this, because I didn't pick a DC before, so I'm going to give you a 50-50 chance. We'll go that route with it. We'll say 60-40. Because that is above average. Boom. Okay. So, as he kind of like moves backwards, you're actually able to press yourself up against the wall just enough, and even as he kind of presses a hand up against the wall, you're able to just kind of nimbly dodge away, and then as he goes past, you kind of use the rest of your momentum to kind of like flow around him almost as he presses past you.
Lucky elven grace.
Yes, feel the anger.
That would have been a very bad situation to just pop out.
Would have been.
I was thinking that. I was like,
I'm expecting
the worst possible person she could run into right now is standing right next to her, and she just pops into existence.
I would still be invisible, and you would just would have heard me.
Honestly, it would have looked bad if there was a very old wrinkly goblin on top. Just fell over.
He probably would have just run into her, and then I don't know. I don't think that actually breaks invisibility, but you would have known.
It doesn't.
You would have known someone was there. Okay, so that did you want to attack? Oh no, you disengaged. So do you have a bonus action you'd like to?
I do have a bonus action because I'm a goblin. And I was gonna.
The armor shoves. Oh, because the armor's gonna follow you.
Yeah.
The armor's gonna follow you.
Oh yeah, no. Wait. Oh yeah, Tyrone's gonna come through.
It just automatically is going to follow you.
I know,
So
the-
roll.
The same thing.
I'm going to give it a DC of 13 this time. So go ahead and roll again with disadvantage.
Doesn't it have to get? Does it get do that without a disengage, or does this skeleton attack it
This
first?
skeleton is going to attack.
Yeah, the skeleton attack.
And misses, I think.
Wouldn't it be?
What's the armor class? Yeah, it's an 18. He's good.
Oh no.
So,
On Tyrone.
this armor pushes past you, Yin Yang, and then you see it kind of bounce weirdly. Like it had also hit up against the wall, but it wasn't close enough to the wall to hit it as it pressed past you.
Gok, what's wrong with your bot?
Talking about suit of armor.
And you see Jaredel instantly looking at that spot, Mara. Still unseeing, but she seems to be very alert.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, time to blast the skeleton right. My Eldritch.
Okay. Mara Bordai, that was close.
It was.
Wow.
How do you get to Eldritch Blast? You just used your action to disengage.
No, he's a
Well, no,
Gok.
bonus action.
You can bonus action as a goblin.
Bonus.
To
Oh,
attack?
4 crits
Wait,
already, or 3 crits already?
you can't. You can bonus action to attack.
Uh,
he
No,
can
he bonus action disengaged. Main action attack.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
got
just
you.
haven't used it in a while.
No, yeah, no, you're right. Well, that's a hell of a hit, sir. Who are you aiming at?
I was aiming at this
All right, blast him. Do that damage.
guy. Ooh.
You see, as the blast hits, it actually just blows this thing into smithereens. You see the skull kind of like land on the ground, and it's still like working its jaws, like it wants to like try and roll towards you, but it's just kind of uselessly laying on the ground and like biting in your general direction.
Man.
You see this one behind it actually also get blasted too, and it's going to take half damage. As the purplish energy almost completely annihilates this first one. But not. Blast.
Perfect. Goes through both.
Again, this energy just rips past you, Mara, and you're able to kind of press yourself up against the wall to avoid
And
detection.
that's all I can do. That was pretty good.
Alright, good job. Boom. Oh, did I skip Mara? How did that happen?
You did, but I'm gonna hold my action to flee if I'm discovered. I got a spell I'll use if I'm just if someone figures out that I'm actually there.
So, on Jared's turn. And because she has this, you see her kind of standing there and holding her bow, and she's kind of staring at the spot you're occupying. You see her like kind of shift the position of her hand on the bow and starts reaching it out towards your spot, like she's gonna just, experimentally poking towards the air. And as it gets closer, it suddenly makes contact with you, and her eyes go wide. Something's here, right here. So, someone attacking you, does that break invisibility?
No.
Does not?
Just if I cast a spell,
And if you
if I
attack-
attack,
okay.
If he
Or-
gets hit, then you will have to make a concentration.
and yeah, it's concentration, so
Right. Okay. Okay. So she just says, "Yin Yang, right here. There's something here."
Oh, that was her action to do that?
That she just seems to be kind of startled.
Did this skeleton?
I don't see anything.
I'm telling you, there's something there. Trust me, please.
I'll take a swipe in that direction.
Okay.
You got disadvantage on hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware.
Fourteen will
hit.
not.
Does not hit.
Doesn't. Oh no, it will. That is exactly my armor class.
Oof. Okay, go ahead and roll that concentration.
Well, he has to hit me first.
He
Okay.
just did. Meat's a pizza, right?
Yeah.
I needed to see if I needed to get higher than a 10, but it doesn't matter at this point. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, it's 10 or
Oh,
the damage.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
As you kind of just lash out with the jab, all of a sudden you hear this, "Ugh," and then you just see this as this magic fades, and it almost like it, just like from the impact point, you just suddenly see the spot of her clothing, and then as the magic just kind of like washes around her body, disappearing, suddenly Marabordai is standing in front of you.
So
But-
does her held action come at the end of my turn since I'm in the middle of it, or
I had a held thing for if I was discovered, so I was.
It would instantly be enacted.
Yeah.
So
So I will use my free casting of Misty Step per day, and go right here. I'm gonna teleport right there, which is exactly 30 feet.
okay, go for it.
Wait, never mind, it's not. So I have to go. I thought it was 30 feet.
To here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could see that just barely. I mean, sort of.
I guess as
Yeah.
I make contact, I'll be like,
There's. And you
You!
see her somewhere.
I'll allow it. That's fine. Yeah, so you definitely see Mara in front of you, and then suddenly you see her form shift again as she turns into this misty version of herself, and then and you see this mistiness kind of flash over to here, and you see her body reform.
I'm gonna instantly yell out, Grybek, Ratul, Mara is here!
What? At that point, I'm probably going to go ahead and roll myself some initiative now, since apparently I'm not going to get a freaking break.
That
You're
changes
gonna let us
it.
all die to skeletons. Boom.
You're not gonna die to skeletons.
Oh, how fitting.
Maybe not if you keep critting the 2 times every time you tackle them.
Wasn't one of these skeletons dead?
This one in the front is almost dead. It's got 1 hit point. It's basically just the skull sitting on the ground and like biting uselessly in your general direction.
Okay. I mean, I still have my bonus action, but yeah, pretty much I'm just alerting them to my discovery.
Okay. Are you gonna use
And-
any of your movement?
Yeah, I can't get through them. Son of a bitch.
I mean, it'd be difficult terrain, and they could get attacks on you, but you could get.
No, you can't move through an enemy space. I mean, unless you ruled that, but rules as written is you can't move through their space.
I feel like that's one of those things that, if you're allowing it on the friend side, you should allow it on the enemy side too. Like to a certain degree, but I mean, if you were running down a hallway and you tried to squeeze through a bunch of enemies, they're all going to get to attack you, you know. So I mean, it's just not a good idea. But I could see Jackie Tran moving through an enemy space, no problem.
Disengaging does that.
I would use my action to attack her. That's how I discovered her.
So you're gonna have to fight your way through.
I'm reading something real quick. Hold on.
Oh, step of the wind. You can actually disengage as a bonus action.
That's what I'm confirming. I thought it was patient defense was just you go and you take the dodge action.
You got the option.
Okay, then, fuck, I can't leave Mara and Gok by themselves. But, am I really thinking that right now?
Roll
I'm
an
gonna make a
intelligence
wisdom
check.
roll.
Yeah, wisdom or intelligence.
Nope.
He's not thinking anything about Mara.
Bonus action, disengage and run into her direction.
Okay.
And engage her.
So Yin Yang definitely runs up on you. As he kind of...
I told you.
Go ahead.
I told you what would happen if I ran into you again.
I don't want to have to kill you.
Damn. So after weaving your way through the skeletons, you know, they kind of like swipe uselessly in your general direction, but again, you're able to kind of use your monk dexterity to kind of get through there and make your way through the hazards as you confront. Well, I was gonna say an enemy, but is she really? Ratul.
Ah, god damn it. Alright, moving through the door.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. 15 to here.
Oh god damn, that's a lot of skeletons. Crap. Okay, you said one of them's just like a skeleton, basically just a skull on the floor now? The one in
it's
front?
The one in front.
Alright. Going to go ahead and take aim with my bloody hand axe and try to lob it at the one in the very middle, towards the back.
Okay. That's gonna hit. 4. 8 points of damage, and that one had already been blasted by Gok. You see some like scorch marks from the purplish energy as your hand axe lashes out. It completely just disintegrates this skeleton's skull. It kind of flies through it and then bounces off the shielding around the well, kind of clatters to the ground.
Damn it all. Okay, going to move behind. Actually, going to move backwards and pull out a javelin, and that'll be my turn.
Grybek, you are also not getting a rest in your grumpiness.
Oh, I wasn't gonna rest anyways, more than likely. I'm gonna bust out this. Alright, that's 20. I can't move the...
Oh, that's 20 to there through the doorway.
Yeah.
Or 15. 15 to there is fine. So you can get to here at 25.
Alright, so it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna crush the skeleton in the front of me.
Okay, I'm just gonna stomp on it.
Is that that's just the head?
It's just a head on the ground, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna golf swing it.
Okay.
Or
I know I'm not.
Oh. Wow. Brother.
Grybek!
Accidentally takes off his own.
But,
Well, is it considered prone?
guys, I did this.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it would be considered prone, yeah. So you get advantage.
Alright, you may get a better chance at this. Try again.
Golf swing.
Yeah.
Golf swing
Alright,
successful.
much better.
You smack it, and it flies through the spot where the skeleton was just standing and smashes against the force shield around as well.
Alright, I'm gonna stand my ground right here for the rest of these skeletons.
Okay.
That's what I call defensive stance. Though I don't have, no one has that.
These guys definitely are going to come in at you.
I swear, if you crit on me with both of these again.
Well, interesting. This guy is going to try and squeeze in here next to this other guy, this other bloke.
I figured one of them would at least came after us.
Well, I didn't attack them.
Jesus
True.
Christ.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the first one hit.
Yeah. These skeletons are mean.
Oh yeah, and they're dwarven skeletons too, aren't they?
They are. I probably should have given them like dwarven equipment and weapons, but I did not.
What a
Grybek,
dwarf
tell your ancestors to stop hating you.
They're not gonna listen. They're dead.
Okay. Gok's turn.
Okay, well, I don't really know if I can something. This nearly happened. No one actually happened. Well, okay. I'm gonna switch places with Tyrone. Go here. And then I'll shoot this guy. With
Okay.
Electric Blast.
Blast him.
Bobbity bobbity woo!
What? Yes!
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's familiar.
You're welcome.
Alright, let's see what the table
That
has
was
for you.
100% because I called it.
God. It's like every time I try to do something that doesn't hit somebody, I jinx myself. Stop that.
Go
Alright,
ahead
let's
and
see what
roll
you can
that
roll.
1d100, friend.
Okay.
Oh!
Distracted. Opponent +3 to hit on next attack. Okay? Let's say, so as you kind of step forward, you're trying to like switch places with Tyrone, but he's not like at all getting what you're trying to do, and he's like, I just want to get like over here, and then he's just like kind of getting in your way a little bit. He's like, I just want to come, blah 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 blah, and it just like completely like arcs down the ceiling and like makes this big burn mark going down the ceiling and doesn't hit anything at all.
He said didn't hit Grybek.
Grybek thanks you.
Hits friend, double damage.
Yeah.
All right, so that didn't happen. That's good. Mara Bordat. Did you want to move? Oh, that was the end of your movement and stuff too. Did you have a bonus action you wanted to do, Gok? Nope. Mara, what would you like to do now? You have a yin and a yang on you.
Is torch lit by magic or is it just fire?
His is the magic light.
Yeah, just like
Too bad. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, Yin Yang, we don't have to fight. I don't want to have to hurt you. And I'm going to disengage and just run.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. And it's a bonus action. Do I have something I can do? No. Not prepared. Okay.
yeah,
That's
you're gonna
it.
pay for what you've done. You betrayed us twice, and now the evil relic we sought to remove is now in the hands of your mistress.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Not a good situation here. Gerardo is going to attack twice here. Oh wait, attack once. What am I talking about? She's first level.
If she could attack twice already, I would have Ratul will have mad respect for her.
Yeah. All of a sudden she goes from a regular commoner to a 5th level ranger. No big deal.
Right?
No, she is a first level ranger, however, and she is going to draw on the skeleton. I just wanted to make sure it didn't have any resistances to what she was trying to do here. But it's not that cool of an undead. For 9 points of damage. You see this one that Gok just tried to shoot at as it's kind of menacing Grybek. She just puts an arrow right through the skull, and you see it just kind of like snap the neck, like right at the neck bone. You see the skull just kind of like roll off and into the next room. That's one. I'm gonna start keeping track of Jaredell's kills. She hasn't missed yet.
If she actually starts to level up because of this, just wow.
I mean, she is a lower level, so she is gonna like gain levels a little bit faster than you guys, just because it's gonna take less to get her to the next level. But then she's probably like eventually gonna be always like 2 levels below you guys.
I thought we were doing milestone.
We are, but she's on a different path than you guys are.
Gotcha.
Her milestones are different. So, that is going to be the end of her turn, I think. I don't think she has a bonus action yet. Oh, she does. She is... too bad she can't see Mara anymore. As a bonus action, she is going to cast oh, it didn't do anything. How come? It hates me. Alright, well you see her cast Hunter's Mark. That's what she's doing. For some reason it didn't do a thing. On this skeleton here. And you see her just kind of taking extra special aim at that bad boy. Alright. Yin to the Yang.
We get a better shot. Well, you should know better than to run from.
I mean, she didn't attack you. You attack someone who hasn't attacked you?
I made an oath before, and you're evil to me.
Can Grybek say something? Basically, what he was gonna say is we can get information from her.
You could say that.
All right, so Grybek's gonna look at Yang and go, incapacitate her. Do not kill her yet.
Sounds like some dual damage.
Murdering someone who hasn't attacked you would be,
You also
I
gotta
don't know.
consider your alignment, that's for sure.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
you've committed evil acts, and to him
No.
you are evil.
I'm talking
No.
about Yin Yang's alignment. Captain
Yeah.
America doesn't murder people just because they're evil.
It would be
I
totally.
believe you're neutral or chaotic good, which means
I'm chaotic good, so
it's quite-
I would
but
listen to Grybek even though I'm angry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I won't try to do this lethally. I'll aim for the chin and attempt to knock her out.
I don't know if you can do some dual damage with that.
Can't?
Doesn't it have to be like a melee attack?
Yeah, melee.
Even if she goes down, she's not dead. She's just unconscious.
Well, it's 21 points, and then you have to roll save.
Well, he's not going to do that if he couldn't do it non-lethally.
Yeah, so that's the impression. If I can't do it non-lethally, then I won't.
Well, if you save, it's only half damage. Okay, so what are you gonna do then, Yin? You gonna run up and try and subdue?
I don't know how to do this other than to actually just knock her out, though.
Yeah, it would be a normal, regular attack, but it's just subdual damage instead, so it's not gonna kill her.
As long as the last hit's considered that or whatever. So, alright. I'll get up close and be like, you're gonna pay for what you've done. But I'll pull the lethal strikes, I guess.
I'm going to say I've done nothing more than save your life.
Does not seem to be listening. As you're trying to plead your case, he runs up and attacks you with a quick strike
That will hit.
from the bow staff. 11 points.
Out.
I'll spend a key point, do flurry of blows. I'll get 2 more.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, one hit. The second one hits.
For 6 more points. So not quite down. Okay, and is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, so pretty much I'll just catch her in the shoulder with the staff and then just attempt 2 quick pops to the knockout point right there at the middle of the jaw between the chin.
Okay. So Yin definitely hit you with a couple of fierce strikes. Not quite enough to take you down, though. I do have a little window there. Red Tool. Hopefully you guys can work out your interpersonal communication problems here so we can all be a family again.
Yep, going to go ahead and holding the javelin, deciding that probably just better to punch it. So, going to punch.
Okay. Punch is exactly what you need, I believe. Nope, you need a 13, so you are good. For 11 points, you definitely smash a hole right through a big part of this thing's rib cage. You see it kind of just like barely kind of hanging on with its spine. Still kind of in the fight a little bit.
Isn't it vulnerable to bludgeoning damage?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that actually completely annihilates it. Good call. So yeah, as you step up, you just kind of smash right into this thing and it just explodes into bone splinters.
And with that, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my racial trait of aggressive to basically dash towards Mark.
Okay.
As I just completely clear the room. Don't kill her.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Grybek.
Are we technically still in combat?
I would say so for the moment.
Alright, then I'm gonna just
Someone
walk.
is attacking me.
It's true.
That's my action and my my movement and second movement. Just gonna stand right here.
Okay.
I have no actions left.
Alright. That brings us to Gok at the top of the order.
Oh well. Just, kind of waddle over there, right?
Sort out your issues with the Rock Defender.
Yeah, it's just a moment, not. Doing perfect combination. Coordinate. Oh, no, wait. You can go here.
All right.
Look at it.
Gonna dash or anything? Or?
No, I'm pretty good. You know, I'm kind of slow.
Okay.
I just got shot.
So you're good on that.
That's
Jot. I'm pretty sure his fly speed is 40. So he flies to here, and then he is going to fly to here. He actually posts up on the wall here, and you see him turn into. Oh wait, no, that's an action. Never mind. He can't turn into a centipede. He's gonna fly to there. And he says, I mean, I feel like there's a lot going on here that maybe, like, if we could all just take a breath here, just everybody just calm down just a little bit, you know, because, like, I feel like emotions, like, you know, tensions are just really high right now. If we could all just, like, take a breath, you know what I mean? Mara.
So we can talk about this. We don't have to resort to violence. And I'm going to use the dodge action.
Okay.
And, I'm gonna go. I guess I'll stay here and just take the dodge action.
Okay. And with the combat and the raised voices,
I don't know if it's over. We don't know if someone's gonna be attacking someone.
you suddenly hear this scratching noise at the door. Just long fingernails on ancient wood, scratching, and then suddenly it starts getting faster. And after a moment, you see the door handle start jiggling.
Oh, God damn it.
Can I move, or
You do have movement.
yeah, I'll just move 5 feet back. Or I can't do that. I'll move there into another potential person to attack me, but I'll move there. I don't want to be in the way of more creepy things.
Okay. Jaredel is going to move as well. Just kind of move into here, and same as Gok, you see her just kind of sit back a little bit and just kind of keeping an eye as her bow up and drawn. Yin Yang. So you see Mara kind of duck to the side, and as she turns, you see her like kind of looking at the door that she was just standing next to an alarm. And you look down and you see the handle.
Why? Why won't you fight back? You want to be a coward now and play on my ethics and try to be... Fight back!
Fight you.
I'm sorry, what?
There's no reason to fight you. We
Do
share
you
goals.
surrender?
Okay, too many people talking at once. What, Grybek?
I just asked, do you surrender?
Yes. Well, we don't have time for a full... we don't really have time for this, but sure.
Alright. Then steady your hand, Mr. Yang. Something's coming through the...
Oh, I'm well aware. I step to the door, open it open, and blast fire through the door.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A nursery of children.
Alright, so let's do this then. He's not messing around, this Mr. Yang.
I just feel like you're just opening a can of worms here.
Which would pretty much cover to there. Oh wait, no, to there. Alright. So...
That is a sad
14.
3d6.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, really? So much for like anger.
So, what you see... I'm gonna move you just for a second. I'll just do it. I'm just gonna roll it and you guys can figure it out. This is a dexterity save.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, those are not zombies or skeletons. That's worse.
That thing fails.
Here's my question. So we heard scratching at the door. Was it locked? Because I didn't try to break it open. I just tried to swing it open.
And that thing fails. Once you jiggle the handle, it definitely swings open. It kind of collides with the creature and pushes it back a little bit. And then as you unleash the fire, it is definitely caught in that. So I'm going to go ahead and put you in there to see what it is that you see. There is that, and then you also see these guys rising up off the ground, one of them in flames. This guy here.
Are we gonna have another conga line?
I need my
situation?
light. I can't see anything.
Oh. Grybek's hiding it.
I really feel like we're having another conga line situation.
And you see this creature standing right in front of you, but it is 10 feet away because you're still in the doorway itself. I just wanted to show you what you see, and then I'll put you back here.
Alright. So I guess 9 fire damage. I don't know if zombies have any weakness to fire.
No, they do not.
There's 4 in the room. One really weird one.
Weird. Oh.
And I shut the door as I walk away.
Okay. You could do that.
And since I didn't see, obviously. Oh, I mean, I could attack, but I don't think that counts as the attack action, so I can't do the martial arts bonus action.
No, yeah, but the door swung in far enough that it'd pretty much take a bonus action to be able to grab it and get it shut again.
Then yes, I would use my bonus action to shut the door. As
Alright.
I took some distance.
Okay. Nice work. Ratul, the Red Earth. Yet another threat arises
Oh, this is not good.
in the haunted halls of Kundakar.
Going to hold an action to lob a javelin at the first thing that comes through the door.
Okay. Grybek.
So we're not gonna open the door and fight them. We're just gonna hope they don't walk through.
Oh, I'm sure they're coming through after that.
Okay. Then Grybek is gonna move in front of the door and hold an action to swing his hammer because something comes through.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Before we get to Mr. Gok,
Oh, how kind.
okay.
Oh, god damn it, there's more zombie dwarves!
Gok, you are still first in the order.
Okay, I'm gonna go over. Okay. Walked over. Gonna. Well, cause I don't know. Do I roll? What do I roll for if I heard the conversation? It was perception.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Gok seeing Mara for the first time.
Seeing her, but not hearing her.
This first time.
Wasn't he right next to her when she became visible as well?
Yes.
Yeah. He saw her before.
Oh, that's right.
No, he's in his own little world right now, so he would not ready his action. But he will walk over there, gasping, as if he just jogged like 5 miles. I did not. That's him.
Okay. All right. What would you like to do?
Not knowing if Grybek will swing at her, she's going to take a 5-step foot back. And is the door's closed?
Yeah, Yin Yang closed it.
Okay, she'll prepare to cast create bonfire on this square when somebody walks into it.
Okay. So, you see one of those come as the door. Well, actually, no, because it wouldn't be able to open the door. You hear something banging kind of up against the door. Just kind of banging against it.
My turn, huh?
It is.
Maybe they can't get out.
You definitely did see something else in there just
Uh-oh.
for a moment. And
My light disappeared.
you've seen these zombies, you've been fighting them for a little while now, and when you saw this creature, it kind of like was standing there and it like lowered its head and just had like this, almost smiled at you with this wicked smile, and you could see that its eyes almost reflected a silvery sheen, different from the zombies that you've been fighting.
Okay, so weird zombie, shiny eyes, weird smile, creepy. Kill it!
If you guys want to rest, we might want to take out everything in the script.
God damn it, if I had more health.
Anything you want to do on your turn, Yin Yang?
Oh, sorry. I was talking and didn't hit push to talk. I will ready a throwing dart.
Throw a monk fruit.
I heard that too.
Okay.
Yeah, he snuck it in there.
All right. So Jaredel is going to. She kind of makes her way and kind of draws her bow. Says, What are we aiming at?
First thing through the door.
All right. So you again, after hearing a couple of bangs, all of a sudden you see this door handle kind of jiggling, and suddenly you see the doors starts creaking open, and you see this dwarf zombie suddenly get shoved through the opening.
And launch.
Okay. That's a miss.
8 misses?
The zombies? Oh no, actually I think they do. Ooh, they have an 8 exactly. That's a hit. So roll that damage. Anyone else that had a held action that wishes to use it, go ahead and do that. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. Plus another 12 is 24.
Oh.
Let's see.
Don't feel bad, I got a 1 on my die as well.
That bonfire doesn't have any health. Alright, so this dwarf definitely gets lit up as the javelin sticks in it from the side. Shatter Smite smacks it right in the head as the dart kind of like sticks right into its temple. But it does get a dexterity save here. That is a fail, so let's go ahead and knock that other point off of there as well. All right, you see this thing still shuffling towards you. Relentless.
Really? It doesn't get to the Jesus, this is a healthy dwarf.
I rolled this on you.
We are all healthy.
The dwarves are a little more healthy, and the orcs are a little stronger. But Grybek, over this thing's shoulder, you see that.
Oh! Oh, that's not good.
Do I have to see it?
There's a reason I got turned calm and shut the door.
Okay. And you see it just kind of standing there, and it kind of raises his hand and snaps its undead fingers. And you see these orc zombies behind it start shuffling forward. Ratul, the Red Earth.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! Moving forward, just taking our javelin out, not even bothering to take the one that's in this one out. Going to go ahead and try to stab it and then punch it.
Okay. That is definitely going to hit for 6 points on this dwarf zombie. And that is definitely going to bring him to that constitution point. Huh.
Mother!
Oh, these zombies again.
This dwarf does not wish to give up its home to an orc.
Die, damn it!
Another savage blow to the dwarf.
Oh. Indigo always stayed.
Fucking love my dice the last couple of sessions. Jesus. So
I somehow knew this was going to happen. I should have rolled with advantage. But no, I decided to leave it as straight.
So you stab into this thing, and it kind of like still, even on fire, keeps shuffling. And as you slam into it with the Dragon Flame Cestus, it like rocks its head, and you see it just slowly turn its head back towards you.
Screw it. I really am not. I don't have rage up, so I'm going to go ahead and potentially take an opportunity attack as I back up.
Okay. Ratul's getting scared of the end. It does swing at you, but not enough to hit your best.
Another hearty one.
Alright. And you suddenly see this zombie kind of push this one on fire to the side as it forces its way through. And
Next
another
save.
one you can see in the doorway. This guy is on fire.
No!
Where's my fire? There's my fire.
How is it ones both times?
Only the DM gets good rolls tonight.
That's right, guys.
Got so many ones tonight.
DC 15. Do I even need to roll? Isn't it? Oh, it's no damage. Let's see. You might be lucky. Yeah.
That's a Constitution saving throw, but I'm pretty certain it's Dex Force.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. My fault. That doesn't fail. Or that doesn't make it. So you do the damage. You're good. His flesh is cindered. Alright, so the other one's not going to be able to kind of push his way through. So Grybek, you do see these two zombies in front of you.
Alright, Grybek's gonna smile and then smash the one in front of him.
Okay.
Almost.
This one here right in front of you that just stepped out?
Yes, the new one.
Okay. So you kind of cave in its chest. You see rotten flesh just kind of spurt out and kind of cover your armor as you smash into the creature. Did you have a bonus action you wanted to do?
Now, clerics need more bonus actions.
Yeah.
Nope, that's my turn.
Gok. Or zombies. Possibly something else, judging by the reaction of your friends.
I'm gonna blast that orc.
Okay. Everyone's given up on the dwarf.
What? Could die. Gonna roll another.
16's gonna hit.
Hey.
For that 12 points of damage, that is definitely going to bring this guy to that constitution point. That's
Not enough.
As this one dies. As the Eldritch Energy blasts through it, you just incinerate the zombie's head, and you see the body just kind of collapse to the ground.
Yeah. Wait. God.
Yeah, that's a good boss, or that's a good job there, boss. Joe's gonna disengage, and you see him kind of flap over here in this direction. Mara.
Can I see into the room?
You can. And you see a zombie standing right just inside the door.
That's all I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to chromatic orb. Oh, I always forget it's not inside the chromatic orb using lightning, so it'll be +1 damage.
I made you a thing.
Oh.
We'll replace that with my portent, my last one of the day, which is a 17. So it'll be a 17 plus 8, so that's 25.
Okay. So as you see this zombie standing there, you kind of gather the electrical energy and you throw it into the room. As it collides with this creature, you see it just start thrashing around with all of this electrical energy, and you see the smoke start rising up off of it as it just falls backwards. Well, let's see. I might have said that premature.
It says 21. It's actually 21 damage. Sorry.
And there's no way it's going to get above that, actually, so it does definitely die. It has to get above the damage that's done, and that's its whole hit point. So, very unlikely that's going to happen. All
So
right.
it became like a burnt matchstick above its waist.
Pretty much. Definitely annihilated that creature.
Move, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, please do.
I'm just gonna move 5 feet over. Behind Yin Yang.
Okay. This dwarf zombie is gonna swing at you, Grybek.
What's that little symbol on him?
Burning, he's on fire.
He's on fire.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, did he take damage on his turn?
He's gonna at the end of this turn.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, not this crap again.
Mm-hmm. That's like my 5th one tonight. Let's do this. 7 points to Grybek as it slams a fiery fist into you. And you see its body starting to disintegrate from all of the flames surrounding its body, but it will not die.
Alright,
Maybe we
Grybek
need to
coughs
take a
up some blood.
hiatus and let his dice die down.
We just did. We just took a week off. Come on.
It's like take 2 hiatuses?
I know. How many weeks we gotta take off to let it cool off?
That's like the 5th crit I've been hit with in the last 2 weeks.
Something like that. You like them. You like to be critted on.
Hitting natural ones too, so
I have
much
a
as
crit-
his are on one.
Eventually has to roll a 1.
I think I have. I rolled
You
a
would
couple
think.
last session. I think.
My turn.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was Jared that rolled the one, though.
Yeah.
Still on your team.
Get the hell away from me.
So bitter.
I'm gonna attempt to hit the dwarf.
Are you opening that door?
No, I'm hitting the dwarf.
Okay.
Why do I hear anything coming through the door?
Roll a perception check. No.
I'll attempt to finish off this dwarf. Pretty much, I guess, reach over Grybek and come with a downward thrust up the zombie.
Okay, go ahead and roll. That's gonna be a hit. Let's see if this guy wants to die. Nope. This is a dwarf zombie, my friends.
I'm actually proud of him.
Dwarves don't die easy.
Maybe this is the brother of the other out of the hallway. Would kill him.
Oh, this is frustrating.
Their HP is so deceptive just because of that one damn ability.
5 plus the damage taken is a 10. Give me that.
Stop that!
Just
Stop that!
give me that. Shit.
And that's it.
And then you nips the fuck out of there.
Do we have any radiant to deal with this thing or something to stop it? I'm sorry, it's metagaming pigeon, but damn!
Jaredo.
I mean, I
Activate
mean,
cheat code.
I got a question. I got a spell that says creatures can't regenerate the turn if it gets hit by it. Would that like bring these things down? In hit points, it says.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because it's not really regeneration.
It just stops their hit point pool from dropping below 1.
What you guys do, if you guys could just go ahead and roll one of these greens like I've been doing, I mean, I'm showing you how to do it. If you could just go ahead and do that, you just end him because a critical hit works too.
You know, that would be so great if we could actually get one!
Yeah, you're taking them all.
I took one out.
I love it. Well, that's going to be enough to hit. Let's see. I didn't Hunter's mark this one. That 2 points doesn't count.
No, finally!
As
Geraldine,
Geraldine
two.
steps up, she says, "Let's make it 2 then." You see the arrow just goes right into the eye of this creature, and you see it just and just falls backwards, burning, dead.
Geraldine, you got any more family members?
She gives you kind of a cross expression. It's weird. Her sister just died.
Oh, that is so true.
Suddenly, Grybek, as you're kind of turning back from this comment, you see this creature rushing out of this room, just and leaps upon you.
Dex
That's
save
the
on
weird-
fire!
That's the weird zombie.
It has to make a dex save.
Isaac.
But
That's
that's a
sick.
missiles on claws. Come on, Mara, big fire, big fire!
Oh, there we go.
5 points.
And the 6 missed me.
Okay. You're lucky, because these things hurt you when they hit you.
I'm sitting at 6 hit points. I'm very lucky.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
that's shooting. Oh god.
You guys all see this creature step out of here that looks much different from these zombies that you've been facing. Much more ferocious and almost looks like it has a feral intelligence to it.
Screw it, I'm not liking this.
Oh, it is going to actually finish its movement. Step to there.
Oh, that actually makes things easier. As I'm going to Actually, no, this is probably better for me to just step forward, get flank. Actually, is this considered flank or surrounding? Because we got 4 people on different corners.
It's flanking.
I'll take the flank. And first, stab it through the back.
Okay. There you go. There's that crit. Roll the damage. So 9 more points as you step up. Let me see something real quick. Damage immunities, non-magic weapons. I'm just kidding. It doesn't. As you as you step forward, you just stab this thing right through its back. And Grybek, as you're kind of like turning your body to, you know, keep facing the creature, you suddenly see this javelin point just erupt from this creature's chest as it kind of like arcs its back and just kind of and then slowly dies upon the spear. The javelin of the Ritter.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously.
Wow. Okay.
Way easier than the zombies.
But I didn't
Really,
give
it
it
just
max
looks
health.
scary.
I could give it max health if you want.
Nope. This is fine.
Nope.
Okay.
Fine.
That's good.
Give it max health.
Yeah, as I just go ahead and kick the javelin, kick its body off my javelin, and prepare. Well, actually, that's all I can do on this turn. Can't bonus action throw. Damn it. That'll be it for me.
And that is actually going to end the combat.
Oh, sweet relief! I got a crit.
So, as you
Now
guys,
back to the matter at hand.
Okay. As the bonfire disappears, you see Jock kind of look over. He says, "Hey, you know, there's like these symbols down here, and like that one right there, like it didn't look like that before when I was down here."
I thought it looked that way when
Mara, now that you notice it, you can tell that the mark is different than when you first saw it. And you notice this one over here is also different, and they match this mark from this room that had already been opened.
but not this one.
This one does not seem to be changed, and this mark that is underneath Jot over here does not seem to be changed. But it does look like
it
these
looks
two
like-
doors that have been opened, those marks seem to change afterwards.
I'm gonna start rambling about that before they start questioning me. I'm gonna start rambling about how the door marks are changed, and there's probably another door back there.
I mean, these are like some kind of ancient wards, you know, like some kind of protective rune or something. Like, I wonder if that means something. This.
Are you saying we have to open that door?
I'm saying we don't open it. It's exactly what they want you to do.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if we're gonna find something to beat that bad lady's out there, we're gonna need to find something pretty hefty. I think, you know, like some kind of magics or something.
But those magics are stopping her from leaving this place. We have to keep them intact.
I mean, from what it sounds like, all she got to do is stab a bad man, and she's like pretty good to go. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Seeing the obvious murder in Yin Yang's eyes,
Oh no, it's not. I'm not attacking her. I'm just.
Are you still
I'm
going
waiting for
divers
them
at her?
to- Oh, very much.
hence my sense of murder in your eyes. I'm just going to place my gauntlet hand on your shoulder and just slowly shake my head.
Grybek, roll a perception check with advantage.
I'm not gonna kill her for now.
Advantage. Right.
You are not helping me right now.
We can't clear out all these stuff. You can't clear these things. It's one of the things that's binding the succubus to this building.
Wait, this puppies stuff.
Can I check if I know what the ghost did to Gok? Like, I saw it happen, but I don't know. Would I know details more about ghosts?
Yeah,
What would I roll?
roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have heard about this in your studies and your reading, and you have heard that ghosts can have this kind of an effect on an individual, unnaturally age them. You've heard that it is possible to reverse it, but it's a very short window of time that it's possible to do.
Gok, you need to find a way to reverse the aging. You have a very small window. Ghosts can't. You can reverse it, but there's a short window. You may want to ask someone who is more well versed in restoration magic to try and help you.
Thank
The
you.
curses and such.
Yeah, it's not like I've asked about it already. Thank you for that stunning advice, Mara. Thank you so much.
You probably have less than a day.
Great. That's fantastic.
That's great news.
Great.
At this point, I just look at Mara, and with very low voice, Mara, you do know what you did, right?
Saved your lives.
I give her a very flat look.
Do you know what Idala would have done to you?
I assume what you did to my friend.
I was gonna bring that point up. You were in the room when his friend was killed, did nothing, and on top of that, she now holds a powerful relic that we sought to remove from the world, delivered by you.
I mean, to be the devil's advocate here, I mean, there's not really a whole lot she could have done. There was so many Dendirgars out there. I mean, would any of you tried to act in that moment? I mean,
Mara,
I don't blame her for not doing anything. It's part of her character as a coward.
Mara, do you understand what you did was wrong? Do not ask.
and I just hold a hand up.
And before you answer yes or no, I will not accept any clever excuses.
Which thing?
Do you understand what you did was wrong?
What?
Yes.
What?
No.
You aren't being clear.
Yes.
What?
No, Mara.
What thing?
Handing a item to a demon to help those that we came here to get rid of.
To be someone you're bound
Yes or no?
to. No. To save my life, I had to do it.
Do you understand why we would be angry? Yes or no?
Of course. I couldn't tell you what I was.
Do not. Yes or no. Nothing else.
Of course I know why you're angry.
Then do you understand why we may not trust you right now? Yes or no?
I am working.
Yes or no, Mara?
We have shared.
Mara.
Goal.
Yes.
There's no reason for me to lie.
No.
Yes.
Good. No. With you understanding this, I will forgive you.
you guys, what's this? What's this say? You see her waving her torch at the wall.
Don't touch anything.
Can I read it? Is it Dwarvish?
You can't read it, but you recognize that it's written in Orcish.
Do you say I recognize the language?
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen enough Orcish written in your day that you would recognize the language, even if you can't read it.
Oh yeah, I can't read it. Ratul, it's your job.
And as you're standing there, Grybek, she points. And as she's pointing, you instantly see the seam of a very well-hidden door in this wall.
Don't open anything. We have to keep it as much of the runes intact.
I'm not gonna touch
not stay
anything.
here.
But there is what I assume to be a secret door over here. But I'm not touching.
I tried to warn Gok.
I mean, she said it was that ghost that was keeping her here, right?
Right, but these are the ghost defenses, I'm assuming.
I'm. Ratul's gonna go over to see what's going on.
Okay. As you get closer, you definitely recognize that there are, like, hastily scribbled inscription written in Orc on this wall. It says, "Beyond this door, the maker of death is chained. May he gnaw his own hate until the sun dies and all things end." Roll
Okay,
go ahead.
you want me to roll something?
I was gonna say roll an intelligence check.
Thank you for eating. Oh wait, no, that was actually would have been worse. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that figures.
All right. So. What would you
Yeah,
guys
I'd
like
probably
to do?
be lulled. I'd probably be saying the words, the translation underneath my breath.
Okay. Anyone want to roll a perception check to hear him?
I'll keep my ears open.
Okay. So you hear what he says as he repeats this.
Beyond this door, the maker of deaths await. May he forever gnaw upon his hatred till the end of days.
Oh yeah, I'm not opening
Sorry.
it.
Okay. And suddenly, you guys hear this noise behind you. And you see the form of Arundel manifest again in this well. He seems to be just studying the party for a moment. He slowly raises up one arm, pointing down the direction of the hallway you stand in.
Please not lightning bolt. Please not lightning bolt. Please not lightning bolt.
I don't see him.
To the right. To the right.
And he says, "Kill Sora."
Okay.
We can't kill the ghost. The ghost isn't necessary to bind Idala.
So, allow him to kill me right now. Screams to me. A heart attack. I don't know.
What does that mean to you, Rato?
I think Ratul understands what he means. As I look over toward, and I say in Dwarvish,
You wish for me to kill my brother, the other Zorak.
You see his eyes furrow in anger, and he starts making a hissing noise. He disapproves of what you're saying.
No, Rachel, I think he wants us to kill you.
He said that in Dwarvish. I don't think you knew Dwarvish.
Oh, right. No, I don't.
I just turn and just sort of shout down the hallway. I am the last of the Zorak besides my brother. You wish for my line to end?
Okay. He doesn't say anything. He does lower his arm.
Wait, does he tell us to kill Ratul?
He just stares at you.
So should we just agree to kill the Zorak guy?
We're not killing Ratul.
Doc's like, okay.
So are we just gonna stare at?
Wait. DM,
Mm-hmm.
when he was pointing in our direction,
Mm-hmm.
was he pointing at me? Or was he pointing past my shoulder?
Roll an intelligence check.
Just
Come
hit
on.
one. Was it just him who rolled the intelligence, or is it everyone who saw it?
Everyone who saw it can roll this check.
I am very certain he's pointing directly at me.
You are 100% certain he is pointing right at you. Okay. Mara, you get the idea that he's not pointing at Rachel.
He's pointing behind you. There's some Zorak in that area, but I don't think we should go there right now.
You see Jared all turn and look towards the doorway. Yes, I think she's right. Something here.
At this point, Ratul thinks he understands now.
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't what?
Not me. Not my brother.
Your
I
father?
look towards the door. My father.
No,
The body of my father.
this crypt has been sealed up for many years. I don't think it'd be your father. It might be your grandfather or great-grandfather.
It's either the body of my father that was tossed in here, or is the first Zorak. The first of the Bear Clan.
In any way, shape, or form, we're not in any condition to fight right now. Grybek, can you work your magic to try to talk any sense into this? Into your departed insane breath?
If you remember, I tried that once. He kind of attacked me.
Gok also
Actually, he
blasted him.
attacked. Well, he used his horrifying visage, which was just on anyone that could see him. But that was right after he saw Gok apparently try and blast you with an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, I will talk to the ghost and ask him if we agree to your terms, maybe rest in your crypt till we're ready to fight.
You see him actually kind of stop and he looks down towards you. And he just whispers, Thermical. And then he slowly nods to you and sinks into the wall. And disappears again.
Alright, I'm gonna take that. We have permission to rest here. As long as we continue to do what I said we would do. You know. Sorry, Ratul.
Ratul, you feel Jared'll put her hand on your shoulder. I can't even begin to understand what you're going through. I've been through so much down here.
Ratul actually raises his hand up and places a hand on top of hers.
I have to work. I have to move forward. But for right now, we need to rest. If what is said is true, we're going to have to be ready, or the first of the Zorax lays beyond that door.
You can see this door here is open, and looking inside, Jared'll kind of waves her torch around. Says, "This room seems to be empty. Perhaps we could rest here."
I just nod and just wait for her to move to the side so I can go in.
Mora, head in that room.
That room?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, this room's clear. Like, I came in here earlier, I was like scouting it out and stuff.
Looking at everyone as they are staring probably many daggers at me, I walk in there as to avoid another confrontation.
Okay.
Gok, do you need me to carry you?
What?
I asked Gok if we need to be carried.
Gok?
Yeah.
Did you need to be carried? That's what.
I
Yeah.
asked if you wanted to be carried since you're feeble.
Oh, wait, I think I said that without pushing the talk. Oh, shit.
Alright, and what's Yin Yang doing?
I was just gonna be the last one into the room.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are going to camp out in here for like a short rest? What is the plan here?
Yep, short rest. Enough to roll our hit die.
And get our short rest stuff back.
Right.
Ooh, that means so much to me.
Look, I'm in about the same boat as you.
Okay, so it is 8 o'clock, so we're going to take a super quick break here, do a little intermission, and then we will pick right back up here. Go ahead and add on your hit points or whatever it is you get back from your short rest, and we will pick up here in just a couple minutes.
to work with his hit dice, but at least I
Okay.
got rage.
So, everybody got their hit points back and all that good stuff?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys do wake up at the end of this short rest. Everybody just kind of...
We're not asleep. We can actually do light activity, like talk.
Okay. So is
If
there
there's
anything
someone
you
who
guys were discussing while you were hanging out?
I'd pretty much just sit there silently for a little while, but eventually I'd probably go over to O'Toole and ask him if he's okay. You alright? I guess it's a pretty big revelation to find out potential family or even your father is still here with us?
I simply shake my head.
I saw my father's head back up in the upper levels. If this is him, it'll only be his body. What's worse is if it is the first Zorak.
And why is it so much worse?
The first Zorak is the one who took Kundrakar. He was the one who led the armies. The first chief of chiefs.
I'm pretty sure your big bad self's gotten well past that by now.
First my father, then my brother, and now I may even fight an ancestor. I think this is what you, with those of the civilized nations, would call a living nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty damn close to have to fight your family, much less find their fate and then face them again. I can't imagine. I guess you could say I'm blessed but cursed in my upbringing, not knowing my parents. I mean, I had my Shifu was like one, but at the exact same time he wasn't. So all I can say is, you don't have to face all this alone.
I thank you for your kindness. I just hope we do not lose anyone else in this path.
Yeah, so as long as nobody tries to put a dagger in our back again, I think we'll be okay.
Yin Yang, I understand your hatred. At this moment, we need allies, even ambiguous ones like herself.
Have I hit her again yet?
No, but I can see how well you stare at her. She might as well be dead if your looks could kill.
Oh, no, there's no trust there.
Just don't die.
You too. Watch your back. I'll do my best to keep an eye there myself.
Okay. So... what would you
Guess this
guys
time
like to do as this short rest comes to an end?
I probably would be gathering up the lot, regathering my hand axe and my javelin, and getting ready for what's to come.
Okay. I see Jock kind of flutter out into the hallway. And he kind of flies back in a few moments later. Like, yeah, so that goes, like, he's just, like, out there, just, like, floating and, like, staring down this way. I mean,
I guarantee you we've been watched this whole time, so he probably knows we're getting ready.
kind of gives me the creeps a little bit, if I'm being honest. Like, I hang out with demon lords and stuff, you know, like, yeah.
Which
See,
demon?
Oh, you know, like Beelzebub, you know what I mean? Like demons and devils and like, you know, whatever. It's like
I'm gonna inside check Job because I don't think he personally hangs out with Beelzebub.
let's see. How good of a liar is John? What is deception? It's going to be
Deception is charisma.
Of course, it's charisma. Oh yeah, he's full of shit.
Legit, John, you're not hanging out with Beelzebub. Probably not even Beelzebub's like servants. You get.
I mean, just, you know, like I roll bones with a couple of pit fiends over here. Okay, you know, I mean, you got to just be like analyzing a demon. I mean, come on.
And yet you're hanging out with us.
You know, you guys are interesting. You guys just keep on keeping me entertained, and I'll just keep on hanging out. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't worry.
Man, that's kind of sad.
I mean, I could be slumming it somewhere else there, boss.
I appreciate your help.
My opinion.
I would probably not have made it out there without you.
Yeah, I mean, you do kind of owe me one there, kind of big time, you know.
I do owe you one.
And I mean, after all, we decided we would. Yeah, so I think we should probably get going, right?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Alright, yeah. He kind of flops the doorway. Alright. So, who is also flopping through this doorway? Everybody?
I'll exit first so they don't think I'm going to stab them in the back.
Okay. Yin to the Yang, I'm sure he's going.
Yeah.
I think you're out there now. Does that count as out there? Okay, so the rest are kind of just crowded into the doorway here. So as Jaredel steps out, she kind of like, you know, points up to this door. Grybek, you can definitely see the outline of this door.
Alright. Am I the only one that can see it?
No, now that it's been kind of pointed out, like the whole party can kind of see how it's made. You kind of, you know, talk about the dwarven craftsmanship a little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Ratul. Do you want the honors of going in first?
It seems only fitting.
As I go ahead and place both hands on the stone recess and push.
Okay. So it kind of shifts a little bit back, and then the whole door kind of shifts back, and then finally, as the stone clears the back of the layer of stone there, it kind of starts swinging inward. And you find yourself in a very tiny little room.
Is there another door?
Yeah, on this side you definitely can see the workings of this door from the inside of this chamber.
Question, is there any more writing?
You don't see any more writing.
I just take a deep breath. I push the door open.
So the door swings open. You can see inside. And you can see that this room was once a shrine to the gods of the dwarves. The walls are carved with their dour images. And a low stone altar stands at the western end of the room. Stone benches have been smashed and thrown askew, and the icons of the gods have been defaced. Atop the altar, arms folded over his chest, lies the ancient corpse of a dwarf warrior in plate armor. Bones lie heaped around the altar's base, and at its foot crouches the desiccated body of an orc in rotted leather plate. A full helm with long antlers rests atop a bear's pelt. And as you swing the door open and step inside, you see some of the bones at the foot of the altar stir and form into a pair of towering skeletons clutching great gloves. The dead orc warrior looks up at you, and green fire starts burning in the place of hate-filled eyes from the black depths of its heart. As it stands, you suddenly see familiar tribal tattoos across a great form. Tattoos you recognize instantly.
The first.
Is that of your father?
Oh no, that's worse! Oh, this is exactly what I was wondering it was going to be. Oh, great!
And you see this black, empty helm with these green pinpoints of light as the head slowly cocks to the side as if it's studying you. Slowly raises its head back upright again and draws its weapon. Go ahead, grab your token. Let's roll some initiatives. This is what you see.
Dear God.
The light has a 15 initiative.
The light is.
Ratul
Ow.
Wait.
The light is better than me.
I am the light. Literally, I am the light. I mean, Grybek's producing it, but I'm the light source.
Wait, what? 0 on the initiative table?
They do not have good initiative. Let's just take that as a blessing.
That is
Okay,
pretty
so it
bad.
wasn't the first Zorak, but this is just as much worse.
Why is the light there?
Oh, I wanted to tell you, if your light had not been magical, I was gonna when you attacked me, I was gonna prestidigitation to like snuff it out and then run. That's why I was wanting to know if it was magical or not. Just wanted to say that.
That would have been awesome.
I thought you were gonna dispel magic on it.
That's a 3rd level spell that I don't have.
Give me Christmas, Jaredel is right on my heels. I may actually try to marry this woman.
She don't mess around.
Oh, make some half elf babies, just like I talked, or half orcs babies, just like I talked about.
Oh, he's got a tough
Somebody
time
flip
getting
that.
through her traumatization from orcs.
So, everybody has seen the Kogan White.
What's that?
You guys all saw that, right?
Oh yes.
Saw what?
The image of Kogan.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Ratul. 22, it is your turn. You see the undead form of your father standing across this room.
I did the blessings for his head. Time to give the same blessings to the body. I am going to rage.
Okay. And you see that he had pulled a massive two-handed sword from off of his back.
Yep, and I just go ahead and open this gambit by just taking a deep breath. And I just let out the loudest war cry of war as I can. I'm going to give him every honor for this. As the bear pelts melts with my form and my gauntlet ignites.
Okay. You're gonna attack him from there?
Can't hit him from there, but I'm going to throw a javelin at him from there.
Go ahead and roll to attack. That's gonna hit. See you guys, Ratul's picking it up.
How fitting.
As the javelin lances out, you like stop and you just hurl it with all of your might, and it slams into his stomach, and you see him just kind of like, you know, the force of the blow itself kind of staggers him a little bit, but you see this creature in this empty black helm just kind of look down at the javelin and just pull it out of his flesh and drop it to the ground.
Didn't think it was going to be easy. That'll be it for me for right now.
Okay. So, it does look like he was a little bit damaged from that, but definitely didn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it should.
Oh, that's just lovely. I'm going to have to punch him to death with my gauntlet.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Yep.
You're not going to aggressively rush him?
Bonus action to rage.
Oh, that's right. Alright. Jaredel. She says, nobody messes with my mans. Just kidding. She
No one
rushes in.
Work.
And she, as she runs in, you hear her just gasp. She says, is it what I think it is?
Questions later. Focus.
She is going to use her bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. But she's going to do it on this guy here.
Yeah, probably a good idea to get rid of the bodyguards.
Because she also has a feeling that this is something personal. So, she is going to Hunter's Mark this sucker, and then give him the longbow. Let's see what kind of resistances we have here. Interesting. Okay. So she gives him 10 points of damage. Okay. And that will be it for Jaredel. Mara, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna step in. It's 15, 20.
It's 25 to there. And that's what you see.
I'm gonna move. I can barely see, so I'm gonna move here. Because I can't see anything, really. Just weird. I'll just hold my action to cast a spell, like attack anything that comes near. Like once something reveals itself, I'll fire. I'll fire it. Fire.
You can't see this whole room?
I can't. I mean, I can see everything, and I can see. I can see like the outlines of it, but I can't really see them. So I'm assuming that's all I can really see. So.
Huh. I wonder if they put different settings on this room somehow.
So I can get better vision.
Okay. These guys don't growl as loud as zombies. I'll turn this down. Alright.
And so I'll hold my action.
Okay. Yin Yang. You see Mara dart through this doorway.
Well, go through the door, so that's 5, 10, 15. Put me through, please.
20, 25, 30, 35 to here. Get your light. And that's what you see. I guess you probably can't see that far.
What are these things right here on these? How tall?
Those are
it's
stone.
It's a stone, like a seat.
So it wouldn't be anything to just go over them.
It'd still be difficult terrain.
You said I'm at 35 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then... So, okay. If we see the edge of the tokens, do we see the creature?
Yeah, it'd basically just be at the edge of the darkness. You know, you can see bits and pieces of it, but you wouldn't see it fully exposed. But you can definitely see that there's something there.
Alright, I gotta check the range.
Darts are 2060, I believe.
Nope, I'm not close enough for what I was wanting to do, but
I think you can go 5 more feet, can't you?
I only go 50, so I was at 35 at the door right here, right?
40, 45, 50. Okay, you're right. Okay.
I'll actually just go ahead and take the dodge action,
Okay. Sounds good.
and that'll be my turn. So I'll assume my stance because I can see them at the edge of the light. So I know I can't get there. I mean I could, but I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. So, let's see. You, see, let's see. What to do. You just see your father raises his sword up, and he just points it towards you, and then you just see like the upper torso or kind of expand a little bit, and all of a sudden this just unearthly howling noise comes out of this creature, and you kind of recognize it as an undead, unearthly, twisted version of the battle cry he used to make. And you suddenly see both of these ogre skeletons like stand up a little bit straighter, look a little bit more menacing, feeling inspired by the war cry of your father.
Even in death, he inspires people. God damn it.
Okay. So that. So then you can make one attack as a bonus action. How nice. And then he rushes you across this chamber and swings.
As he comes into my vision, can I hit him before he hits ritual?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Let's make the roll.
Where did he come
Well,
into
yeah,
your
no.
vision? Like here?
Yeah, right there. Well, I could see him right here. I could see him before, but like he's like full in vision where I don't have to like squint to see him.
Okay.
So right there, yeah.
Well, let's see. He would have been from there to here, so probably right there is good.
Yep.
All right.
So that's 12 lightning damage.
Okay.
As I coalesce a ball of lightning in my hands and just shoot it directly at him with arcing bolts on the ground and like off the stone. It just lines up and hits him.
Okay. And don't forget that you do indeed have this chromatic orb token.
Oh, I do?
You do. It's under spell effects. So, as you can you see? I gave you guys access to all the spells. There you go. So, as it lands on him, it hits him against his chest, and you see his body just start writhing in agony. As well, actually, let me recon that, because it does hit him, and you see the electricity just kind of racing all around this creature's body, and you see it just kind of stop as its kind of muscles involuntarily freeze, but you don't see like any kind of reaction of pain or anything like that. And then after another moment, it just relentlessly starts marching forward.
Does it look like to have been like not injured by it, or just because it's undead, it doesn't react to it?
The latter. But it does definitely look like it was damaged by the attack.
Time for some old father-son bonding.
It's true. So, does Battlecry affect the creature that did the Battlecry?
Unless it specifically says you and your allies, if it just says your allies, then it only affects the allies.
So he doesn't swing with advantage.
Ooh!
But he wants to hit you and hurt you. And you remember when he would fight on the field, and you just knew instinctively and from the whisperings of the shamans that your father was a favorite of Grimsh, and that Grimsh was known to instill his fury within your father's strikes.
Well, this is going to be a battle of favor then. Oh.
Okay, so that's Kogan's turn. Gok Sour Gut.
Well, everybody's coming on in. I guess I gotta go in.
So 15, 20, 25 to there.
Okay.
The armor right behind you.
Where did? Yes. 20.
35, 30, 35, 40. You see Jot just kind of fly in over your shoulder. And that is what you see, friend. If you can see that far.
I can't really see that. I guess I'll go down one. Oh, I was on top of.
You can actually do that because you're small.
Yeah. Didn't realize.
Okay.
Do I see this guy with?
Yeah. If you can see him, you can see him.
One hand, I already kind of. Well, I mean, he hasn't been that hurt. No. I'll take blast.
Okay.
Is it 12?
A 12 is not going to hit. As it kind of lances over the creature's shoulder, it scores a big long burn mark across the wall over here.
Okay. I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. I feel like this music is not.
We need epic music for this.
I wish I could play the epic music. I'm getting fired. There we go. Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Grybek, he'll get there in like 3 rounds when his movement gets him there.
Yeah. I'll make my trek.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here, and you have to share that space with a clunky
Oh,
suit
you
of armor.
don't do stuff. You got your spells.
I'm trying to take the lay of the land, sorry.
And you see all of those things.
Oh, wow. Okay, I will... Where'd you say I was at?
You're at 25 right there.
Oh, right here's 25. What are these things in front of me?
Stone pews.
Stone pews.
Oh, so I can see over them.
Yeah, you instantly recognize this as a religious hall, and you see all kinds of dwarven iconography of the various dwarven gods all over the walls. Everything looks like it's been defaced. And you do see, well, if you can see all the way over here, there's a dwarf corpse in plate mail resting atop this altar.
Okay, that top. I'm gonna take it. The little thing next to Ratul is his family member.
Yeah, you definitely, it looks like an orc. By
Alright.
the size of these guys back here, they look like they had to have been ogres at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the top ogre.
Okay. What's the range on that?
60. Oh yeah, count that.
Yep, 50.
You're good.
Okay, so 5 points of damage.
It's a DC 12 deck.
They do not have good decks, obviously.
Yep, so 5 radiant damage.
Okay. So sadly, these guys don't take any extra damage from that. But that
Shucks.
definitely hurt it as the fire kind of wells up as the radiant energy just kind of explodes out of the ground underneath this thing. Kind of like, you know, arcs back a little bit from the damage, but again, it doesn't seem like pain is a factor to these creatures.
Alright, that is my turn. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. So these guys can see you. And they are each, you see them pulling out like a javelin off of the ground. And one throws at Yin Yang and the other throws at Ratul.
Oh, they have javelins.
So this one is
Oh,
going to
no.
throw at Yin Yang. But these guys get to roll with advantage because they are inspired by this war cry.
Except he's dodging, so that is a natural. So that's actually not that is not the crit. That is a 16.
Yeah, I took the dodge action, so that's a 16, which does not hit.
So angry. Damn it, I wanted to
I get
crit
to
you.
foil your crit madness. I am so happy.
18 points that would have been to your face. Alright, so that is going to be a miss as you're kind of standing there. You see this thing coming at you and you just kind of dodge to the side of it, you know, just kind of going with the energy of it, and you turn and face the creature again. Down below at the same time, this one takes aim at the mighty Ratul for 8 points of piercing damage as you're facing your father suddenly right into your chest, almost into your shoulder. This javelin pierces into your flesh.
For only 4 points of damage, as I just basically brace against it.
4 points to the rage monster.
Hey, Yin, could you have caught that as, like, catch missile?
It has to hit.
Oh, okay.
And then you see them drawing weapons as they advance. How far can they move? 40 feet.
Oh! Oh, that's great.
As this one comes in, starts towering over this pew. And they are pulling out our large great clubs. They're going to use to squish. Next round. Ratul, beginning of the order here. What are you going to do?
Oh boy. Yep, as I just like my father, just grab the javelin with my other hand, rip it out, and full ignition on the gauntlet as I strike into my father.
Okay. You guys might want to go help this guy. That's definitely going to hit. So, 13 points altogether?
Yep. Well, actually, 13 plus the 2 from rage, so... Actually, yeah, no, that is 13.
It's actually not 13 because it's only going to be 3 from the bludgeoning.
This is a magical weapon, though.
Oh yeah. Haha. It is 13. Okay. So yeah, you strike out with the Dragon Flame Cestus, and you see it. Where do you hit him?
I just go for a see, knowing how well my father rolls his shoulders, I just sort of duck and weave as he tries to bring the blade in and go for a straight shoulder punch, trying to dislocate.
Okay. As your fist slams into his shoulder, you do feel the bone kind of like pop a little bit as the flame kind of races around his shoulder and kind of burns off some of the bear pelt. Definitely a hearty blow. Did you want to do a bonus attack?
Yes.
Okay.
As he probably reels from that, my other hand just sort of reaches out, latches onto him, and I'm going for a straight gut punch. Same cestus.
Okay. So 13. So I thought it had to be like an offhand attack with your second one.
Technically speaking, the Dragon Flame cestus is my offhand. I just decided to go for a double left jab. Unless you want me to re-roll that as the unarmed strike punch.
I don't know what the rules are for that, I guess.
I'm not familiar with those
With
rules.
doing that kind of thing, you can attack, even with dual wielding, you can attack whichever weapon you want, both attacks. It just gives you the option to. However, thematically, it would make sense, though, to strike with the other fist, so I guess it's really your call, but as far as I know, rules is written, you can attack with the same weapon twice if you want.
Okay. So 13 points again. That'll be another one I'll go revisit later. I'm not worried about it now. Okay, so that's another 13 points. Definitely savage attacks here. Are you going to try and move it all?
No, I hold my position.
Okay. Jared. Let's see. She already has the hunter's mark. She is going to she kind of like puts her bow. She tosses the torch on the ground in front of her, and she kind of kind of lowers her bow down to her side, and you see her reach into the cloak, and suddenly she pulls out this stick-like object, and you guys suddenly recognize the wand of entangle that you guys had gotten from the last dungeon. She says, "A handy pack that Brasnic has. All sorts of fun things." As she casts Entangle.
Oh, that is going to be very helpful. I think because that inflicts restraint, doesn't it?
If they fail, but it makes difficult terrain.
Come on. Wait, what's a save for that? Is that a dex save?
Strength.
Oh boy.
It is, actually. I have to find it real quick because I didn't put it on her thing. Let's see. So, grasping weeds and vines, 20-foot square for the duration. A creature in the area succeeds on a strength saving throw against the DC. I don't know if a wand has.
The wand will have a DC.
Yeah, it'll say what the DC is in the spell.
Let me see if I put it on her character sheet.
Oh, so I just realized we have scrolls of cure wounds and guiding bolt. Crap.
Yeah, but I
DC
believe those
13.
have to be used by Grybek.
Okay.
Yes, why don't we have him
DC
use them?
13 strength. Kogan White says no problem.
Yeah, no, that figures. Now for the big guy. Yeah, no,
Oof.
that figures.
Okay. So as these vines, they wrap up and start grasping at these creatures, and you see them both kind of straining against it for a second, and then first the ogre, snaps free of his bonds, and then you see Kogan just kind of flex, and his massively muscled form just rips all of these vines out of the ground as he kind of moves his body against them. It was a good try, Geraldine. Okay, so that's her turn. She's just gonna kind of post up in the corner over here. Mara.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 5, 10, so that I'm not sharing a space with Gok, and let's throw some more lightning around. Let's see, how far away am I? 25 feet. Okay, I will attempt to cast Witch Bolt. Oh, I hit the wrong thing, sorry. And I'll use 2 charges for my Wand of Witch Bolt to cast it to 2nd level.
Ooh.
And that has the +1 already in it, so he takes another 12 lightning damage. And there's I'll do the little...
So wait, does he take 12 lightning damage or 24?
It's 12. If it was 24, that'd be a little much.
Alright.
And there's like an arc of lightning between us. It just stays there.
Indeed. Alright.
It dances around for cool, but you see this arc of lightning that's going between me and this right, and your father. Continues to burn him.
I put that on the map layer for a second, so I can do the damage. Okay, so as the electricity is just kind of holding there, and it's just kind of keeping him in place there. Let's see, that doesn't paralyze him or anything, right?
No, I can just keep doing it. I can just roll a d12 for free as my action.
Right. Okay. Alright, nice. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Yin Yang, you have this giant ogre skeleton towering above you.
You are big. That's for sure. But you're a skeleton. I'm good against you. And you're a little too close.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop my and chamber my open palm. The wind will coalesce and blast him back. Try to attempt to blast him back. Try to send him back.
Okay. DC 14 strength save. No problem. Okay.
How many times are you gonna crit on successes against my stuff?
All the time. So it's going to take half of that 18 points, so 9 points.
It is buzzing.
I would say it's bludgeoning, so does he just take the 18 since it would be halved?
All right.
So that was basically more of a save against not to half damage as much as not to double it.
Right.
Well, and he doesn't get knocked back anymore.
It's true. So is it the Fist of Unbroken Air as it lashes out, does slam against him, you see it kind of rock and then steady itself, and it just slowly starts getting ready to raise the great club. You gonna try and move it all?
I mean, I could move if I wanted. I just don't know if I want to leave Jeddah exposed like that.
Okay. What do you want to do?
A bonus action dodge. doing Step of the Wind.
Okay. All right.
And I'll hold my ground, kind of dancing in place, ready to dodge that big stick.
Indeed. Okay, at 13. With all this electricity kind of racing around his body, you see your father, the white, just suddenly just lash out with his hand. Tries to place it right on your chest. As you feel this energy, this black energy just starts racing. You feel, almost looks like veins of black energy just racing across your chest as all of this necrotic energy just invades your form, and you see him actually get a little bit stronger.
Let's see here. Equal to the damage taken. He only regains 3. I'm bear totem. I have resistance.
Yep, to necrotic too, right?
Yep.
Actually, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
If you save, it'll be one damage.
Okay, so you definitely save. And yeah, you only take 1 damage.
Oh, yeah. I just basically, as he places it, is this his sword he puts on it or his hand?
Oh wait, you don't take any damage.
Oh yeah, no, wait, you don't take half damage from that. It doesn't say if he saves, it's just his hit point maximum is reduced.
Yeah. Talk about succeed on a saving throw or blah blah blah. And you succeeded. So you don't lose any hit points. You see like the blackness start to like wash over your body, and then like just your rage, your inner bear strength just seems to like
flex.
yeah, it just kind of like seems to like wash away this redness, and you see this creature almost like take its hand back in shock a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just rears its right hand back and shoves its great sword right into your stomach.
Oh boy.
No.
No, I block him with the gauntlet.
As it starts shoving the sword up, yeah, you're able to just kind of clink, knock it out of the way with the gauntlet. Damn. You're just
Take
standing up,
me lightly, father.
standing up to your
orcish.
father like a boss. Okay, Gok.
Guess I'll try to shoot. I mean, like the situation's kind of.
Okay. Make that roll.
Nice.
That's a hit for sure.
The dice have returned to our favor.
Okay, 7.
Okay.
You should not have said that.
Yeah, see, don't jinx it.
All
Where's
right.
the salt?
So
Where's the salt?
you blast off a big chunk of bone off the creature.
Doing giant. And I think I'll just stay here for now.
Okay. All right. That's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Grybek, we made it.
Oh, back to me again.
Hey.
Alright, I'm gonna march towards the north ogre. And get to swinging.
Okay. That's a hit.
20.
Ooh. That's a massive amount of damage.
That is going to be a massive amount of damage. 20 points. As you step in, what are you aiming for?
Well, since it's an ogre and I'm a dwarf, his kneecap, I guess.
As you step in, the hammer connects with this ogre's kneecap, this ogre's skeleton, and the bone just completely shatters out. And you see this thing kind of fall down to the stub of its femur and one leg as it kind of rocks to the side. Not quite prone, but on its way.
And how are you doing, Mr.
How am I doing what?
Yin Yang? How are you doing?
Just fine. Glad to have
Okay.
some backup.
Okay,
Let's wreck this thing.
All right, so that's my turn.
Okay. Nice work. As it's kind of sitting there, as you had just come in and attacked it, it tries to slam down as it kind of puts one hand on the ground and then slams down at you with its hammer. Great. It's a great club, sorry.
Oh, that hits.
For 15 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing just solidly connects with your shield, and then you try and block it, but it just like compresses your arm back and into your chest. And you can feel your arm twist kind of in a really bad direction.
Grybek's back to spitting blood.
And this other one is gonna smash down at Ratul. Not gonna
That
hit, though.
is a miss.
Damn, can I just hit you once in this fight? Jesus.
Nope, Ratatool's on his game.
This is a redemption moment. This is passing the torch for Ratul. Okay. And you see that the damage is starting to add up on this creature that looks like your father.
Yep, as I just basically sidestep the Ogre's Club, I actually go in for a full boxer swarm as I just step in, fist up, brace, and I go for an uppercut.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh.
Sorry, I'm out of portents.
Let's roll that crit fail, dude.
All that humble bragging.
Oh, that's the slip one. Oh no!
That is slip, roll dex or less.
Hey, I remember that one.
All that stuff. So go ahead and roll
I remember that too.
less than your dex.
Oh, that's great. 15 or less. Yes!
Okay. So you kind of trip on some of the vines there, and you start to stumble a little bit, but you're able to kind of get your feet out of it and get him in position to catch yourself. But the hammer fist is not going to hit.
Nope, I still got a bonus action.
You do.
$15.
Okay. 15 is not enough to hit. As your cestus kind of clangs against his breastplate, it's a nice solid punch, but the breastplate holds up against the attack.
I just look at the apparition that was once my father. Though I have fear in death, I just look at him straight and say in Orcish,
In death, we are honored.
and that'll be my turn.
Jared still has this guy Hunter's marked, inspired by the dwarf's attack, and her friend Yin Yang valiantly fighting this monstrous creature. She misses.
Oh, and that was good damage too!
I know. That would have been nice. Damn it. I was really building her up too. That's what I'm like. He stabs you in the chest, and then I miss, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
That's a whole row of misses right there.
Yeah. It's a bunch of misses. Alright, she is going to hold her position. So, Mara Bordai. Would you like to just roll that 1d12?
Yeah, focusing on the lightning channel between us, she pushes her mind to it, and the electricity surges like once again between them. for 5 more damage.
All right, again, you see the electricity racing across this creature's body. It doesn't seem to be feeling pain, but it's definitely like the involuntary muscle clenching is happening.
So, I got a quick question. Does that count as me casting a spell?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your action.
You're using your action to.
But is it like, could I cast a spell as a bonus action? That's level 1 or higher, or does that
No, it counts as a level 1 spell you're casting as a main action.
even though I'm just concentrating on the same spell?
Yep.
Yes. It just means you don't have to roll to hit. It's like just another
It
hit.
just says on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal damage automatically.
Right. So that takes the guesswork out of trying to hit it. You just got it now. So you can just keep doing damage.
So no, I was wondering about for bonus action stuff. So I will.
Well, you still have a bonus action, but...
Right, but I can't cast a spell as a bonus action.
No, unless you're a sorcerer.
Okay, then I'll just stand there.
I mean, you're very menacing, and you got this electricity stuff just
I'm
arcing out of
focusing
you.
on my
I mean,
lightning.
I'd be intimidated and like
Pulling
super
off an Emperor
impressed.
Palpatine here.
Seriously, full on Emperor Palpatine. She's like, I guess that's cool. That's the end of your turn. All right, so Yin Yang. Looks like the team is really beating up on this thing.
My turn.
It is.
Well, I just missed the last like 10 seconds of chat because I apparently hit the mute button. Anyhow, I'm kind of just gonna continue dancing back and forth, and then leap up into the air, curl into a ball, and drop kick it in the face since it's been dropped to a knee.
Okay.
So pretty much just curl up and then spring out.
All right. $23 is going to hit for 5 points, and that'll make 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How's it looking?
You definitely are able to just smash off its whole jawbone, just kind of like cracks a little bit, and then just goes flinging off of its face. Still looks like it wants to smash you with its great claw.
I'll bonus action follow the momentum after I'm leaping up off it and come down with an axe kick.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much kind of like launching myself off of its face and then coming down.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why don't you
I think I
roll-
jinxed it.
why
I
don't you
jinxed
roll
it.
one of these guys for me.
Sorry guys, I jinxed it.
Don't worry, that means I got some green ones coming. So that
Stumble.
is going to be a stumble. Go ahead and roll less than your dex, friend. That shouldn't be too hard for you.
A lot of stumbles.
Easy peasy.
Wow.
Oh. Hey, at least that's an
Oh,
Wow.
no, that's a fail. That's as fail as it gets. I'm
That's
not
a
making
fail.
the same mistake 2 weeks in a row.
I mean, on the plus side, that means no crit for him.
Okay.
Your dex is
So-
20.
No, he failed.
My dex is 17.
Oh.
He failed. Last time we played, when this happened to Grybek, I made the mistake of thinking that crit was good.
We accidentally mixed it up.
Yeah, crit's bad.
So now the question is, how long?
It's not gonna make it worse though. It's just a fail. So you are gonna be stunned for the next round. So as you kick off of this ogre's face, as you're like coming around, it somehow just like gets its arm in the way and it like hits your body and throws off your spin. And as you land on the ground, the air just completely gets knocked out of you as you hit the ground with a whoosh.
Yeah.
That is gonna leave you prone and stuff.
Yep.
For how long though? We gotta roll the d6.
Say he said 1 round.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
going to
okay,
do
yeah.
the d6. I feel like that's a little bit overpowered.
Yep, fair point. Okay.
What was I doing for the stun? Oh, it was the lightning bolt. Zap! Okay. Okay, so that is going to be Yin Yang's turn. Kogan White
Yep.
is not happy with his son, and he is going to punish the wayward lad. with one of these.
That's a hit.
And then he's gonna hit you with another one.
Both of those are hits.
As he slashes down at you, rears his sword back, and then slashes at you again. Again, howling his war cry. So that's a lot of damage. Oh, so we're at 30.
Should be 9 twice.
Yep, it is. Calculated. I'm bloodied. I'm very bloodied.
Okay. So you see huge arcs of blood spray out from Ratul as he cries out in pain. Roars out in pain. He's a big boy. Okay. Kogan's done messing around with you. Gok.
Well, that kind of terrifying.
You don't want to get hit with one of those?
No, because I'll go down way faster than he can. Let's keep shooting this ogre. Or wait, be this guy. You know what? I'll shoot. Not your blast again. Oh, wow.
At the skeleton or at Daddy?
Dad. I'm gonna call him Dad. Okay.
Just
Not
blast
doing
him
that.
down. Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming that's not it.
That does not hit. You are 100% correct about that.
I'm gonna gasp. It goes way over. I don't know, pile of bone.
You see Jot flutter across the room. This ogre doesn't even seem to notice him.
Probably because he's too busy hitting the face.
Okay. Did you want to move at all, Gok?
No, I'm okay here.
Okay. Grybek, you are
Bonus
hurting
action?
again, my friend.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
well,
want to hide?
no, I already had. I'll do it next
I mean, you can if you want to. It's fine. I should have
time. No, I'm
Okay.
How does this ogre look?
It's looking beat up for sure. Looking hurting.
Alright, I'm probably gonna be stupid and I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
How's that dumb? You thinking about healing yourself?
Alright, 10 damage.
Okay.
Is it down or looking like it's almost down?
As you smash it again, you see like it had put a hand down to kind of like lash out with its club. As you smash down on the hand and on the forearm, you see it suddenly like fall forward on what's left of its elbow, and it's pretty much prone at this point. But it's still trying to lift its club to smash at you.
Would I think if I hit it with a Searing Smite, it would go down for good?
You can try.
Damn it. I can't take another shot. Alright, I'm gonna drop a Searing Smite.
Okay.
For 5 more damage.
Alright. Constitution's.
At the start of each of its turns. It just
Yep.
auto takes fire to begin with.
That fails. So it's going to take 5 points from that.
And then on its next turn, it will take 1d6 more.
Let's put a little token on him for that. Perfect.
It's his turn next, right?
Yep.
3 more damage.
Okay. Still up. Still
Damn it.
barely fighting as it lifts up its great club.
That is considered prone.
It's prone. That's not ogre skeleton. That's a Kogan light. Okay. Still, as this just smashes down at you, Grybek, you try and get your shield up, and Yin Yang standing next to him, you see this club just smash down on your friend, and you almost like he just disappears completely underneath this club.
I'm prone, so I just see, and I'm stunned. I don't know if I see anything. I don't know what direction I fell.
Well, Jared
I'm
sees
out.
it
I'm unconscious.
as Grybek goes down.
And so does the fire go out, and also goes our healer. Crap.
Does the fire go out?
It's
The light
concentration.
does, but there's a torch here behind me as well. I guess that Jaredol left on the ground.
The torch light is not concentration, so that's still up.
Well, either is Searing Smite. The concentration is so that you can always hit it with it. It's not to maintain the effects of it.
Oh no, it is. I played a paladin before. Searing smite is to keep the flames going, I think.
No, it's so that you can cast it and then attack. And then if you miss, you can keep it going.
Oh, then never mind. It's still on fire.
Yeah, the spell doesn't end until something does something to put out the fire. So, okay. That's
Some of
fine.
the other smites do that. Like there's one that tracks them if they go invisible. That one you need to maintain concentration, but most of the other ones you don't.
This is not looking good all of a sudden, guys. Top of the order. Ratul, buddy.
It's going one way or another. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea, but screw it. As I just look at my father with these 2 giant cuts across my body, I summon down the last bit of my rage. Reckless.
Okay. Make those reckless attacks. 23 is going to hit. For 8 points. Okay.
And final reckless with Dragon Flame.
Okay. It's a hit. For 10 points. Oh, actually that's 6, it was only a 3, right?
Yep, because unfortunately Hammer Fist is not magical yet. Dragon Flame is.
We've done so much damage to this guy.
I think one of those other ones was an unarmed strike that you got damage on too.
No, he's been using the Cestus for all of this stuff. He's been doing left
No,
hooks.
the Great Hammer Fist was the one you rolled, so that's fine. Okay. Yes, he does have some hit points. All these guys have some hit points. We were right about that.
Yeah, we've done so much. I think we've done close to 100 to this guy.
You've done some damage to him. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Ritul? You gonna try and move it all, or?
I hold my ground.
Okay. Jaredel seeing Grybek go down. She says, oh no. She is going to use, you see her actually reach into her quiver, and she pulls out this arrow that looks like it has a completely black shaft with this silvered head, and it looks like it has these kind of runes carved all the way down the shaft, also in silver. And she pulls it back and takes aim at this ogre. It's about to hit him. And you see, as this arrow hits into the ogre, you see this arc of magic kind of spread all around what's left of it. You see it just kind of like shudder for a second, and then it fall into a pile of bones. Dead.
Damn, Jared.
and she moves over, and you see her start digging around in her pack. Presumably for a healing kit or something of that nature. Mara, what would you like to do?
How close does he look to being dead?
He's definitely looking super injured for sure. All of these hits, the electricity, his flesh has definitely been, torn away, smashed, fried.
Okay, I guess I'll drop my concentration and cast. Oh, oops, wrong thing. Damn. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at second level, which would be 48 if it hits. I just don't have it on my character sheet right now, so I'll do it.
Okay, that's definitely going to hit for 15 points.
It'll be for 21.
For 21 points.
Cast at second level.
Okay. All right, you see this ball of electricity land into his chest, and you see it just start arcing all over his body. You see his skin, or his flesh and everything just start like smoking, and you see him actually drop down to his knees. And as the lightning kind of finishes racing across his form, you see him just kind of sitting there with his head bowed a little bit, still on his knees, still alive.
Come on!
I think he's at his last point now. He's literally on his last legs.
Yin Yang is stunned.
Better bring him down.
Yep, so end of my turn, it goes away.
It does. So as you kind of come to, you see this pile of skeleton bones next to you. Looking over, you see Grybek bloodied on the earth. You do see Jared all digging through her pack next to you.
What happened to Grybek?
The skeleton squeezed him. I'm trying to find a med pack.
Alright.
So, Kogan. Let's see. I'm going to give him disadvantage on this. Okay. I'm going to give him disadvantage on this.
Miss.
12 does not hit. As you see the blackened energy kind of like going around his hand, as he kind of like lashes out towards you, and he misses. And you see he kind of stops, and you see the helm actually kind of like looking at this hand as it's covered in this black energy, and you see it like the helm turn, and it looks up at you. And you see it kind of pause for a second. Suddenly it takes its sword, whips it around, points the hilt of it at the ground. Looking right at you, it falls forward onto its sword. And as you see the sword erupt out of its back, and the black dark magic fading from its hand, just says, "Thank you, Ratu." Falls to the ground.
I want to give my respects, but first I gotta take care of his last bodyguard.
That takes us to Gok Sour Gut. Are you gonna hit him this time?
Well, I shot dead twice, and both times I missed. It hit, so I'm gonna assume it does it again.
No.
Yeah.
No, that does hit. I'm pretty sure that is going to hit an ogre skeleton. They
Oh.
have 11 armor class. You are good to go, my friend.
Oh, you good?
Remember, it's a big target. If you can't hit it, there's a problem.
Yeah, large
My
creatures tend to be
eyesight is already
hardy, not hard to hit.
Okay.
Okay. So you blast off a piece of bone off of this creature. Oh yeah, you did hit this guy before because you blasted off another piece of bone. Good job, Gok.
Yeah, I did so. This time I'm gonna use my bonus action. Well, go over here and then.
Alright. Grybek, why don't you go ahead and roll a death save, my man?
Oh, I would love to.
Oh, get the natural 20.
Come on, man. Let's see it.
One
And that's
success.
it's good.
It's good
It's good.
enough. It's good enough. This ogre skeleton, seeing its leader fall, reacts in no way whatsoever, but it does lash out at you, Ratul.
It hits, but I'm still up.
It actually gets advantage. So 15 points. Cut now.
After 7.
I'm really, really hurt.
Yeah,
But
and
I'm still
again,
standing.
I mean, I feel like at this point, this club hit definitely would have dropped you to your knees at least.
Yeah, no, Ratul just basically gets dropped down to both of his knees as he just bows underneath the weight.
And in a similar fashion to the way that Grybek fell, you see Ratul also get clubbed by this giant ogre. But, Ratul, it is your turn.
I look at the now still form of my father. Look up at this thing. I smash my gauntlet against the ground as I rise up. Beaten, bloody, bruised, sick, ill, and very much broken. But I am still standing. And I'm gonna give this thing a piece of my mind.
Get him. Are you recklessly attacking?
Reckless. I am pissed. I am done. This thing is going to die.
So that's going to be 14 bludgeoning and 2 rage. As you slam into this creature, you hit it right in the shoulder, and it basically smashes the whole shoulder. You see it splinter off. You see its right hand just drop down to the ground as its whole arm gets smashed off of it.
How's it looking in total, though?
It's not even a half yet.
Let's change that.
This one
As
hasn't been
I'm
getting
going to-
hit as much as the other guys do.
Yep. As I'm going to use the last bit of ignition on the Cestus.
Okay.
Well, it's a 13 hits.
That's a hit. So 14, 15, 16, 17 points. Alright, as you slam into it again, you like smash off like 3 or 4 ribs as your fist carries through the upper torso of this creature. Just smashing your way through it.
As the flames finally die off and sizzle against the Cestus. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
So wish I was Grit.
Juradel says, "Ha!" She digs something out of her pack. You see her start patching up good old Grybek over here, and you will be stabilized. So no more death saves for you.
But I stay unconscious.
You do stay unconscious. And that will be her turn. You see her kind of stand up and grab her bow again. And with her bonus action, she is going to Hunter's Mark this guy. You're the next to die. So dark for Jaredal.
Right? I was like, God dang.
She learned it from Mara.
This place really damaged her.
I'm
This
gonna
place is not
like
being
rush.
cool to her at all.
She's becoming the perfect orc wife.
I'm gonna rush over behind the pew
Like
and
Laura
just
Croft.
fire off some magic missiles at this big skeleton.
Okay. And up.
Do magic missile at first level.
Okay. I know Yin Yang, it's getting late for you too. So 5, 10, 12 points of damage as these things slam into the creature. You see bits of bone.
Duck behind this pew.
Okay.
It's kind of like a action movie stunt where she like rushes up behind the pew, fires off her missiles, and just hides behind it.
Okay.
Not actually hiding. She just is like back up against it.
It's true. Okay, Yin Yang. So you are currently prone, but you're not stunned anymore. You hear Jared'll say, "Go on, I've got Grybek. They need you." Okay. All right. Perfect, that's half your movement, because you had to spend half your movement to get up. So.
Oh, he's asking if he's getting flank.
No, you wouldn't get flank on a large creature that way.
Guys, is Mike.
We know. We're reading the text in chat.
Hey, I got back in.
Hey!
Yeah, that wouldn't be flanking there.
Okay. I don't think I can stand on top of the stone cauldron thingy, can I?
You're at 50 movement right there.
Oh, I couldn't move on to the... I know, but from where I was a second, I moved there because I thought it would be, but I wasn't sure. Oh well. I'll tear into it.
Or you could he have moved here?
Yeah, but he wouldn't be flanking there either.
Okay.
It's
Actually,
cool.
no, I don't think flanking works that way anyway.
Alright.
I don't think
So I'll
it
just
can
try
be
to...
diagonal.
Okay.
Alright, so... I'm just gonna tear into it and try... Seeing Ratul is pretty beaten and on his last legs, I'm gonna try to take this thing out and save him.
Okay.
I'm pretty certain I have a dislocated shoulder.
And I gotta do a sweep at its still remaining leg with the staff.
That's a hit. So 20 points of damage?
Yep.
Alright.
Still going?
It is, but you actually smash its elbow out as you come around the corner with your bow staff, and you're able to kind of smash its other arm. So now it's got like half of a left arm and then no right arm at all.
Just drop. And I'll go ahead and hit it one more time. Try to stomp its skull. Is it like laying on the ground now since I took out its arm, or?
No, it's still standing on its feet, but it doesn't have any arms.
It's been disarmed.
Oh, I was taking out its knee with the. I was doing a sweep.
I'm gonna manifest 2 more of these ogre skeletons if you keep that up.
But since it still wants to be standing, I'll go ahead and spend the key point then and do a flurry of blows and hit it 2 more times.
Go for it.
Pretty much just trying to. Since you said I took the arm off, but I was trying to sweep the knee to get his head to my level.
Oh. Okay. So you took a knee out instead.
Yeah, to get him to drop down, and then I'm pretty much just gonna, Yeah, you know you do like the double punch thing. You hit it with your fist, and then you come in with an elbow with the same
Okay.
in quick succession.
Yeah. It's gonna hit. Another 10 points. And another hit. So as you come in, you just pow pow, and as your elbow connects with the skull of this thing, it just shatters it. You just big crack right down the middle, and just kind of explodes into like 3 or 4 pieces. And the body just kind of flops to the ground as you finally defeat the last of these creatures.
Gyarados, is Grybek okay? Ratul, are you okay?
Yeah, he's gonna live.
Right now would be the perfect time to betray everyone.
I just sort of take a moment to, yeah, probably my right shoulder actually looks very distended, as I just grab it with my gauntlet and just snap it back into place.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounded unpleasant. Ouch.
Okay. So, it is 9:37, and I know that people have to work tomorrow and stuff. So I think that is going to be where we call it for tonight. Epic battle, good fights tonight. That was a lot of fun, and yeah, possibly majorly dramatic for Red Duel. Interesting. So there's, we'll be able to kind of search around and do any of that kind of stuff when we pick back up. And yeah, thanks for coming and playing again. I'm glad we got to play again after a couple of weeks off there. Definitely good to kind of get back in the saddle and do this D&D thing. I definitely have fun playing with you guys, so I appreciate you joining me. Anybody out there that does happen to be watching, thanks for joining us. We definitely appreciate you for that. And we will be back next week on this channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys come back and hanging out with us again. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.